What is going on? And welcome to the old school Defend Your Unit. I'm Johnny K. Picks. Alongside me is Blood Money MMA Bets, and we have Addicted to Combat, Patty the Batty. And we are here to break this
like we
awesome.
Never left,
we never left. This is how it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's how it was. We had it. Yeah, we had it for a little bit. This is how it should be.
And we are going to break down this awesome 319 card in Chicago, where none of us are going to, correct? We're not going to this card, and this is the closest pay-per-view probably for us.
Together. I got a wedding to go to. Otherwise,
I'm going to be in Vegas.
Yeah, Patty.
I got a wedding to pay for. I'm getting married in less than 2 months. So.
And it's wild because normally we would all go to this pay-per-view live and be there to. But now we're just going to break it down for you live. That's why I had to get these two goats on to break this one down. So how's it going, guys? I'll give it to you, Blood Money. What's going on, man?
Life's good, man. Life's good. Just working and hanging out with the family. Been doing a lot of vacations and stuff. I got a lot of vacations coming up.
There we go.
I'm gonna go see Adam Sandler in October in Lexington. I'll tell anybody right now, dude, best show I ever went to was Adam Sandler, 100% Fresher. I went there like maybe 5 years ago, and now he's doing another one, my best friend tour. It's gonna be awesome. Life's been good, man. Life has been good. Miss talking with you boys, though. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Patty, how's it going, man?
Man, just lifting big weights, drinking a lot, watching fights. The same old thing, man. Nothing's changed. I miss everybody on YouTube, though, and all these people in the comments. I'm seeing all these familiar faces, man. It's good to be back. And it's not often that a fight is in our backyard in Chicago, but also it falls right on my birthday this Saturday, so I'm going to get tanked and watch the fights.
Wow, that's even better.
Enjoy it. 25. You're only 25 once, Patty.
Are you gonna finally turn 30?
Turning 31. So here we go.
Oh, nice. Okay, there you go.
He can't make fun of us no more, man.
Getting old, man. Getting old.
I'm telling you, man, enjoy it. Because once you get to 30, about 33, 34, you hit 35, and it's like it just goes fast. Seems like
I don't know.
I feel good though, man. I feel a career best physically, man.
There you go. You're in your prime.
You're your peak
prime.
Yeah. So
right now, I'm about where Jim Miller is. So
the twilight of the career.
Yeah, and then Cody's over there. He's like
Cody is Orlovsky.
Who's Cody? Cody's like Edson Barbosa, King Green.
Oh Jesus, not Bobby, not King. I wouldn't want to come out here like someone old school.
Orlovsky.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say Orlovsky.
bro, I got a fucking picture with Orlovsky. And I was just telling this dude at work from 2007 when at Rich Franklin versus Anderson Silva 2. He's the biggest fighter I've ever met. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's other big ones. I just haven't met them. But like, as far as like most fighters you meet, even the 205ers are like in shape, like 6'2", like just in shape. They look huge on TV because they're all muscled out. But like, dude, Orlovsky was a giant human.
I saw him fight live a couple times. He was, and back then he was ripped too. Like he wasn't, a lot of the newer fans see the flabby, 45-year-old guy, but he was ripped back in the day. Nobody.
Dude, he's mean too. In the picture that I got, we were leaving the fights and we were walking to go out to the parking lot, right? And I see this big ass dude walking with this super hot chick, and we're walking behind him, and he had like a hat on and stuff, like a Russian hat, little fun, like an old school 1920s looking at. I'm like, is that Orlovsky? And he heard us, but he didn't turn around, and he goes to go out the door, and the door is locked, like the exit to go out in the parking lot. So he had to turn around. We're like, fuck yeah. So I got a picture with him, and his wife was yelling at him in like Belarus, like saying something. And his picture's just like pissed at me, dude.
You gotta show me that. You might have shown me that before.
He opened the like tried to like.
Bro, he tried to
now I have to take a picture with this,
and this
idiot.
No, there was like 20 of us, dude. And this is like 2007 when he was really, really Orlovsky. But yeah, his wife was saying stuff to him and he was mad. Then I got one from my buddy and I couldn't get the picture to go, dude. And he walked off. It was good stuff.
But all right, we got 15. Count them. 15 fights to go over. They just added one like hours ago. Can't wait. Awesome.
I don't even know there's 15. I thought there was 14.
Well, there was 14, but now there's 15. The guy from that just fought on Dana White Contender Series is fighting. Let me fight Eric Nolan. I'm sorry, not Noland. Nolan. Yeah. But let me go through the chat real quick if you guys want to research a little bit, because I don't know anything about that. So we'll just go over these real quick. We got Dixon Sider in here. What's up, Dixon? Yo. Appreciate you coming out. I know you love putting paragraphs in there, but I'm gonna hurry up this real quick. Johnny, it's also a PFL Friday, so we have to do a PFL parlay cross promotion. So start thinking of some PFL. I got a couple of them. I think last time we accidentally forgot to do it. Sorry, Dixon. We got Effie in the house. What's up, Effie? Appreciate you coming out. Derek, our guy. What's up? Elijah Juan. What's up? Saba. What's up? Kyle Rides. What's up, man? KK. What's up? Saba. Shady, our guy. What's up, Shady? Who am I missing? Damar. What's up, Damar? Legendary crew indeed. Paku. Sure. What's up, man? Bloom Dog. We're getting all these old OGs back. Let's go. Yeah. We got Jordan in here. Jordan saying boys are back in town. Yes, sir. And we got Jordan. Thomas, what's up, Thomas?
What up, Thomas?
Always in here. All right, let's go. Because like I said, we got 15 fights. Let's make this a little. We don't have to make it really snappy. At least maybe the first 3 fights we can make it snappy. But let's go with this new. Let's do the first like tough one. I don't even know how to say his name. Idiris versus Joseph Morales. Who would like to go first on this one? Anyone?
Kick it off with this one, man. This is the flyweight tournament finale. So I like this one a lot for the Kazakhstan fighter, Idiris. I like him quite a bit in this fight. Joseph Morales just does not impress me. He's the guy who's fought. I think he was 1-2 in the UFC initially, like way back in 2018, if you remember him fighting then. And
fought Figgy.
Yeah, the most impressive thing was getting dusted by Pico. But dude, his fight in the Ultimate Fighter that got him like the semifinal fight, not impressive, man. He took on I forgot the guy's name already, the Mexican fighter. He took him on, was able to bail himself out of the bad striking exchanges. Like he was getting teed off on the feet, and he was able to bail himself out with those takedowns in round 1. Round 2, and then round 3, the role was reversed. He got not only beat up on the feet, but taken down and controlled for the entirety of the round. So it was actually a split decision win that he squeaked by to even be in this spot. So I was just not impressed. Whereas I'm very impressed with Alibi Idiris, just because his professional career before the Ultimate Fighter, actually he had some pretty good competition over in Kazakhstan. They flew in a bunch of Brazilian fighters with good records that have fought in like Shudo and Jungle Fight, and that are pretty well-rounded guys, and he was able to beat them. So he's the undefeated fighter coming in. I think he's got all the momentum, and I think he's got a good skill set to maybe even get a stoppage if Joseph Morales' striking defense, it looks as sloppy as it was on the Ultimate Fighter. So I don't know what the odds are for this fight. I assume Idiris is going to be a massive favorite here. So how playable it is, I don't know. I might look towards a total for that fight. What do you guys think about it?
What about Cody? You got something on this one?
Pretty much the same as what Patty was saying. I like the Idiris too. He's well-rounded. He's definitely going to have better cardio. Like Morales has good jiu-jitsu, has pretty good wrestling, and jiu-jitsu has pretty good striking too, and he's tough. Like you've seen, like Patty was saying when he fought, what's the guy's name, Yamani or something like that? That little Mexican dude he fought was tough as hell. I hope that dude makes it to the UFC. He's small, but man, he's the dude that just throws power with both hands.
Emmanuel Rodriguez.
And I thought he kind of won in that fight. But Morales looked pretty gassed. It seemed like after the first round, he took like 4 minutes of the second round off and was kind of getting beat up, and then landed some good punches in the second round. In the third round, he pretty much gassed out, got taken down and beat up. But yeah, man, I like Idiris. I think he's going to be just as good, if not better, everywhere. Like his striking's good. You've seen him knock the dude out with the knee. What was that? Echeverry or whatever. And he had a good fight with the other kickboxer from over on his side of the world too. So I think he's going to win based off cardio, and then he'll have a tough first round. He had a tough first round against every single person he fought, but then it seems like I think he ended up knocking Echeverry out at the end of the first round. Yeah, I think that he's going to be able to take over as the fight goes. And like Patty said, maybe even get a late finish in that third round when Morales completely gasses out.
Yep. Yeah, I'm on the same page too. This is the one tough fight where I'm like confident in. Idiris, I do think he's just better everywhere. Honestly, I like his striking. I think it's a little bit more dynamic. It's a little bit more powerful. Morales isn't a bum or anything, but he's decent everywhere. He could do a little bit of everything, but he's just not very like dynamic, if you want to say. Like he's there. Like, and he's not going to quit on you or anything like that. But I just don't think he's going to have the tools to win this fight. I think, especially if Idiris keeps it on the feet, I think that's where he wins like 9 out of 10 times. But I mean, he can mix in some wrestling if he wants, but I don't think he should. I think he's got the clear advantage on the feet. I think he's more dynamic striker. I mean, I can see this one going over too because Joseph is pretty durable. Unless it's maybe like a club and sub, something like that, maybe. But maybe look at the like Patty said, look at the overs. It might be a good spot instead of like Idiris money line. I'm sure it's going to be minus 600 or 500 or something stupid like that. So, but I'll say by decision. I think he wins by. It's going to be a pretty easy decision, I think personally.
I agree. I think Morales is one of those. I mean, he's got the experience. He's one of those team alpha male guys that's like a wrestle boxer. He's just good enough defensively everywhere to survive, but not good enough to like even, really have.
He doesn't have that like specialness if you in any
he wants
category.
He wants to strike just enough to get in range for a takedown, look for the rear naked choke, and that's kind of the game plan.
Yeah. And that's fine.
Works on regional guys. On regional guys.
Just not in the UFC.
Which should be a good little scrap, though. First round will be interesting.
Got Zay Picks in here. What's up, Zay?
What
My
up,
guys.
Zay?
We got
Let's
Lee
go.
Gatesman, my friend that's going to Vegas, who says ring control. That's all he screams.
Hey, I know
whenever he
Lee. I know Lee. Hey, don't I know Lee?
Yeah, that's the guy that I went.
We went to UFC
Nashville
together. Yeah,
Yep,
you guys got
there he
hammered the night before. When we met you the next day, you guys were just like, "Oh, we had a great night."
We drank too much whiskey.
Lee was buying them $100 shots of fucking Blanton's. Yeah, you guys was telling me about all that. You guys paid for it at the UFC too. You guys had no energy.
It was fun though.
It was fun. Great time.
Dixon's saying I'm acting like Conor coked out.
Yeah, looking beaten.
I was trying to hurry it up.
Connor.
Sorry, but it's all right. I'll slow it down a little bit more.
Getting into that bare knuckle.
Z Brett, what's up? Made it listening to you guys finishing up arms. Let's go.
What's up?
That's my boy Zach that you guys met in Louisville.
Oh, what's
Zach,
up, man?
what's up? Another
What's up,
great
Zach?
dude. Hey, we're all going to a show together. We're all going to plan this, and we're going to another
Hell
one.
yeah. What's up, man?
That was a
Hope
fun
you're having
time.
a good time and enjoy the lifting.
Charles Rapp.
China Man
will be
Chance is
back, too.
parlay
Rapp
one.
is
Yes,
coming
indeed.
back.
You know it, Shady. You know it.
Let's
SK,
go,
what's up?
Shady.
Are you back in DDP
Bye.
by falling piano this weekend?
That's honestly on the table for this fight. That's
Yeah,
on the-
you never know with this one. He might
Daz,
not
what's
have
up, Daz? Appreciate you coming out.
What up, Daz?
Main card of the year. Let's go. Johnny can drink like a horse. me and Effie. I got Effie a little too drunk the first night when I went out there.
Before the show fights you?
The day before. The day before.
That's what he does, Effie. And then the next day.
And then the next time me and Effie were like, maybe we should tone it down a little bit.
Got to hit them dispos up. And
But hey,
like
it was
that.
fun. It was fun. All right, next one here. We'll do the next tough one. It's Rodrigo Sezinando versus Daniel Donchenko. Who wants to go for this one? Anybody? Any takers? Because I don't know this one that often.
I'll start it off. Just the welterweight final. I'm impressed with both of these guys, to be honest. Like I watched the tape on both of them. I think they're pretty good, man. I mean, Daniel is a little bit younger at 24 compared to I think Sezinando is 28 at this point. Their height is pretty comparable, but man, they both love to just throw down in the pocket, which is it's going to make for an entertaining fight. And I would look for the under 2.5 in this one for sure because I don't think either guy's going to take a step backwards in front of a crowd. The straight up Muay Thai striking of Donchenko, like in the clinch, his elbows, his strike selection with knees to the body. I love all of that work for him. I need your guys' opinion on how his ground game is, defensive and offensive, because I know Sezinando, I think, actually has the advantage there with some competitive BJJ training at Nova União in Brazil and things like that. And his striking looks a little bit more measured, a little bit more, counter striky, but I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 if these guys throw down and just, swing dicks with the cage.
He's got a couple subs on his, or 3 subs on his record, a couple rear naked chokes.
Yeah, early on.
1 triangle. 2 of them were kind of early in his career. 1 kind of recently, last year. But I think he's pretty decent though. But I think he's more of a striker. I think he does want to strike. But honestly, if he's in trouble, I think that's like his plan B, and that's good to have, to be honest, because I think Donchenko he's just gonna brawl. He wants to go in there, brawl it out. I mean, I like that in a fighter, but like sometimes that doesn't always work out. We've seen it time and time again with these exciting fighters that just go out there and try to just win a bar fight basically, and then it gets stunned. Like this could happen, or since what's his name? I forgot already. Rodrigo just goes in there and shoot a takedown, and then just get some control time and wears down Donchenko a little bit, and then it's a different fight from there. So, Do you have? I'm sorry. Did you pick somebody, Petty, or I just kind of went over? Took over.
I'm still working on it, man. I mean, neither guys can finish.
I'm going to go with Rodrigo. I don't know the odds, but I just think if he mixes in the wrestling,
I hope it's a 50-50 fight. Like
I hope it is too. But like, I just think Rodrigo has that extra plan in case things go bad. Like, I just think Donchenko's going to go in there and try to knock his head off. Like, that's his game plan. So that's just me.
Yeah,
but what do you think, Cody?
Betting wise, I'll go with whoever the dog is in this fight. But I'm with you for now.
The under, though, I think that's the best, though, because I don't think this fight probably sees round 3.
Not knowing the line, I'll pick Rodrigo. I think he'll just be a little bit more patient and be able to pick off Donchenko as he enters range.
True.
But if Donchenko's a sizable underdog, like plus 150 and above, I would probably lean that way.
Yeah. What do you think, Cody?
I like Rodrigo. I think they both got good striking. They're both like pretty well rounded, but I think Rodrigo, I mean, he's shown really good striking on the Ultimate Fighter. He fought some really tough dudes on the Ultimate Fighter, and I think he's going to have the grappling advantage if he needs to go to it. And he showed great cardio, great toughness. He took some big knees to the body from I was going to say Loader, not Loader. Who was the dude that was like a Loader this time? White wrestler dude. He was tough. He beat up the other dude. The guy missed weight.
So
he got
tough.
Like the extra 10,000. Jeff Creighton or something like that. But yeah, no, that was a really good fight. But I think this Rodrigo kid's actually really good. I think the other kid's good too, but I'm taking Rodrigo because I think he can hang with the striking. He'll probably start getting outpointed in the striking. Like if this say striking for all 3 rounds, he would probably get outpointed because he's more of a grappler. And the other dude's a good striker, but I do think he can use the grappling in this fight. So give me Rodrigo. But I would think that this fight would go maybe to decision, just like in the crate, just because like in the Creighton fight, like Rodrigo's very tough, and then like he I don't know if he's going to finish the other dude. The other dude's very tough too, and I think that they're both well rounded. Like I don't think Rodrigo's going to knock him out. I don't think Rodrigo's really going to take him down and sub him, and I don't think that dude's going to knock Rodrigo out. He's definitely not taking him down and subbing him. So I kind of see, because they're both really tough, dude, and well rounded. So I see it go. I actually see it going the distance, but
that could be a sneaky play, honestly.
We don't know.
I don't know any odds. There's no odds for any. I just looked on fight odds. There's nothing.
But just that grappling upside, man. Yep. But like betting on these fights is so tough. It's just like, dude, bro, you gotta be. It's the worst. I didn't bet nothing on it, but you cannot bet like UFC Africa, dude, and expect to know anything. And like, but you like that's
PFL. PFL Africa.
PFL.
I only knew.
What did I say? UFC Africa.
I knew what you meant. But like, I think I only knew like 4 fights, like 4 of the like
regional
the
scene African
That's
fights.
All I bet.
Come on, and then betting even do PFL. Like Bellator used to be good to bet. The fucking big favorites in Bellator win a lot because they usually but like in PFL, it's always usually like a big favorite versus another decent guy. PFL is hard as hell to bet. Dana White's Contender Series is hard as hell to bet. Like I feel like, I mean, you can like even last night, I had in some small bets and stuff because I just want to see how it went. Got smoked on most of them.
I had a couple small bets in the first 2 the first 2 fights. I'm like, well, there was my bets.
Like Contender Series, you got to hit those bets early too. Like as soon as the lines drop, you have to have your research.
Dude, I had a bet with Ty Miller in the under 2.5 in the main event, and them motherfuckers would not fight. That was the worst main event ever. Like that was terrible. Dude, the dude almost quit from a baby headbutt. It's like if they would quit from that headbutt. Well, like, because if you would quit from that, like we're coming up from a time, like I grew up in the same city as Mark Coleman, and he used to headbutt a guy 100 times and they wouldn't quit. You know what I mean? But now it's like they know it's a foul. They're like, oh shit, like I can get out of this. Like that dude would look like he was wanting out at first. But it's tough to bet them.
Yeah. All right. So we're all on Rodrigo. We're all on Alibi. And now this new one, I don't know if any of you have any research on this. Eric Nolan versus, I know we just saw Bay Sanger. What's it say? I cannot say Russian names. I am terrible. So you know who I'm talking about, though.
Can we get some subtitles, please?
Please.
Can we get a teleprompter for Johnny?
You know I'm terrible with names.
You know the guy. Yeah, no, I'm taking that dude.
The guy that with the kick.
Fucking Russian. That
guy with the kick.
Fuck, bro. That can kick, punch, wrestle. Yeah, undefeated Russian. Even though the other guy might be. What's weird is when I'm looking on
he's
Tapology,
8-3, 27 years old. He's from
How come that ain't on Tapology yet, though? But then they added on the Kareem Silva versus Deani Barbosa.
Let me see where
was Silva and Barbosa on there before?
Yes.
Okay. I know Silva was supposed to fight Aldridge.
JJ Aldridge.
Yeah. But I wasn't, because like on DraftKings it ain't on there yet.
Let's see.
I'm still not seeing the other fight on there.
It's not.
He's
from Cage Fury.
Yeah, give me the Russian.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blind picking the Russian that just fought. I'm not gonna back any Cage Fury or Cage Warrior.
I know that Nolan dude's supposed to be tough and all that, but I mean,
well, he's only 8-3. Like, it's not like he's some kind. I don't know why they even made this fight. Like, was it because he's Hamzat's boy or something?
He's probably in town with Hamzat. Got that, and this is what they did with Guram Kutaladze when he fought Gamrot the first time. Like, he was just in town in Vegas with them, and
it figures like they have to have 15 fights in Chicago when we're not going.
I know, dude.
Right? No, the fights when we go, like, we get changed main events and we get like a shitty main event. And
dude, it happened twice in Nashville. We had to watch fucking Sandhagen take down Rob Font for 5 minutes.
And then we would have saw Blachowicz and Rakic, but no, we saw Blades and
Dawkins. Terrible.
And then even when I went to Vegas recently, like, there was a couple fights because that guy couldn't make weight and he was instantly cut.
Fuck. It's like, I haven't talked to you about that. You was there when Charles got flatlined. How'd that feel live?
I was not cool for like 15 minutes.
That has to not.
I was just like,
yeah.
But
at
least Pantoja went in there. Oof.
Yeah, Pantoja looked amazing.
That's
amazing because them are your two favorite fighters. Even though who cares if they lose? The one guy lost, but to get to see both your favorite fighters on one card is amazing.
Yep, that's why I had to go. I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Patty, do you have any thoughts on this one? Other than blind picking the Russian guy.
I'm dead serious. I did not know this fight existed until you brought it up. So
I think it just got it today.
It was literally like 2 or 3 hours ago, maybe.
Yeah,
I saw on Twitter.
That's frustrating. Well, look,
I'm blind. I just blind pick
on a 4-fight win streak. Let's go with Eric Nolan. No, I was kidding. I got to look at this one, man. I would imagine the guy with the EV last name there's something special about him, but I don't know for sure yet.
Yeah. But
no odds for this. Even Bet Online doesn't have odds for these tough fights.
No, there's no odds for any of these 3 fights that we just did.
Yeah. So that dude's doing 2 weight cuts in a week, though.
Oh, I'm sure he's probably not going to eat anything. He's like, nope.
No,
I'm not going to drink anything. I'm not going to eat anything.
With what Effie's saying. I feel like I've seen Nolan fight before, but I can't place it. I don't recognize any name on this.
There's another dude with a Nolan.
You're thinking of Tom Nolan? We've seen
that's the guy. Yep, that's the one. Yep,
that's the guy. There's another one. Wasn't there like, I don't know. I was thinking Noe Rodriguez or something like that.
Noe Rodriguez.
Noe something.
That's not a name.
Let's see. We got Haymaker in here. What's up, Haymaker? Great to see y'all back. Appreciate you coming out. Yes, see press conference tomorrow. Where are the odds? DDP makes Chimaev cry. I don't even know if Chimaev knows how to cry. To be honest,
I've seen him cry with the one little girl in the video.
Just like cough on him and say that you gave him COVID. He'll start crying.
What's up, Kloss? No Dale Lipton. Dale's next. Dale. Listen, we'll get Dale on here. Dale from what's it? Punch? Is it Punch List?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Dale from back in the day.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I don't even know how to contact him if he doesn't even go on his Twitter anymore. So
he's been doing bad with betting. I mean, if he's been still taking Dober lately. Damn.
He does have his favorite fighters.
He lost the house. He lost the house betting on Dober.
Yeah. What was it? Was that the live watch along?
I had the over, dude. And then he had but everybody else I think had Bobby Green, but he had Drew Dober. And then when Dober knocked him out, he's like a little in front of us. He's celebrating. We're like, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was hilarious. He's hilarious. What do you think the odds will be for Rodrigo and Donchenko? Like Patty said, I hope it's 50-50. I think it's a pretty close fight.
I think it will be pretty close because the Donchenko dude is pretty good.
Yeah, maybe one of them is like minus 150 or a slight favorite, but we'll see. I think the other one that we talked about with the Morales and Idiris fight, that'll be pretty heavy favorite for alibi.
Yeah, I think this will be pretty close to even. I'm interested to see where they open it up because
Yeah.
they both have a lot of recent finishes. Both have a 4-fight win streak, and their records are very similar.
Yep. Opposite smash alike. If you hate the Spurs, smash it. Love it. What's up, Jeremy? Full house today. Yes, sir. We got 3 in the house. Naresh, what's up? Hamzat gonna lose. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a close fight. It's gonna be good. Very, very good fight.
I can't even I'm gonna be back home and I can't really party because I'm going to a wedding on a Sunday the next day. So I don't know.
You can always party.
I've already missed. I missed my girl's sister's first wedding because I got hammered on a keg party is our graduation year in high school, dude. And I threw up for like 18 hours straight and missed her wedding.
Whoa,
good time. But luckily, I get another chance. On
Sunday. Chance at it. Okay. Sometimes you swing and miss, and then now you hit a home run. Perfect.
Ryan.
What's up, Ryan? We got all 3 in the house, just like the old days. Yes,
sir.
Let's get it,
Ryan.
Let's see who else we got here. Punchless MMA retired with Dober's chin. GM3 redemption time. Oh, we will get to that. Hamzat looked gigantic next to that. Yeah, that one picture, he did look massive, but I do think he's bigger. I just don't think he's
which is weird because DDP's big, dude.
Yeah,
he's fucking usually big next to everyone.
Well, remember when Hamzat used to make 170? He's like, this guy is he is a monster.
Did he ever actually make 170? I think he did once.
He did
but I think he cheated the one time he did.
The one time it is very sus.
Yeah,
but a couple times he did, and he was just massive. But now he's still a big middleweight. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's just a big dude.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one here. Carini Silva versus Dione Barboza. I can't speak today.
Sheesh.
Cody. I'm just too excited that we're back together. So I'm like,
I know.
He's nervous.
Conor McGregor, bare knuckle.
Nervous. I'm never nervous. But you can go ahead, Cody. Start it off.
He turned into Conor McGregor, bare knuckle, man.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna take a little shot of whiskey.
What you got? Yeah, there you go.
Blanc.
Oh, you got the blank. I still got to go back there and get me some more bottles of that. There you go. This fight's going to be a good fight, man. Both girls are good. It's a short notice fight for Dione Barboza. She's coming in. It was supposed to be Silva versus JJ Aldridge, which, should have been a decent fight for Silva to get the win there. But, in this fight, dude, they're both good. They both got good striking. They're both got really good jiu-jitsu. Like Barbosa, I think, she might be some type of world champion in jiu-jitsu or something like that. Most of these Brazilian girls that come in to fight are. She showed it, against what's the Barbosa, and she beat what's the girl Belbita last time, pretty easy. But that's like Molly McCann's doing that to Belbita at this point. Got beat by Maverick, but it was pretty good. It was a pretty good fight there. I got to go with Silva. I think she has a little bit more power on the feet. I've seen her hurt some girls on the feet. She's got a lot of submissions, and some of them, even in the UFC, are just from hurting them on the feet, and then they're dropping them and then getting the submission. And here, I just think she'll have a little bit better striking. She's got to come back though after that loss to Ariane Lipski, or not Lipski. She beat Lipski, but to Araujo. Yeah, because that was her first loss in the UFC, and she kind of gassed out there. Showed a better gas tank against Lipski the fight before that went all 3 rounds, because that was like the first fight in her career, I think, that went the distance. And then now she's had 2 of them. All the rest were pretty much like finished fights. But I'm gonna take her. I just think that she's more dangerous on the feet, and I think that she's more dangerous on the ground. But if this gets past a round and a half, you might be looking at the live odds if Silva's been beating her up, because she might start to gas out, and Barbosa could take back over and get some control time. But you just got to see at what time in the second round she starts taking over before you get a live bet in. But I don't know. I think that short notice, I think Silva might be able to get this done like she always does in some way. So give me Silva, but in a very close fight. And did you got odds on this one? You seen any tough
She's
odds?
like minus 200, minus 225, depending on where you're looking. Silva.
I like her, but it's hard to put any money on her when she could gas out. So it's like tough, and I see if maybe she can't get the finish because Barbosa has such good jiu-jitsu. We're gonna have to see if she improved that cardio, because if not, if she can come out here and go 3 hard rounds, not get the finish, but just show she's improved that. But until you see that, I don't want to be backing her for nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna mention this, but Sleep on Smoke said it. she's with the fighting nerds now. So
hopefully that helps. I mean, it didn't help Bruna Brazil or
but was she
Mayra
ever
Boina
really
Silva.
Was she ever really that good though?
Mayra Boina Silva. She was all right. All the Silvas. To get all the Silvas.
Well, look at Oleksiejczuk. He's a fighting nerd.
Yeah, but he fucking beat up Cedric Dumas. We gotta see him fight somebody real for like.
Well, we are sort of, kind of.
He about to get that butt spanked this weekend too.
Okay, Patty, who do you like here?
Yeah, pretty much the same breakdown. I like Karine Silva, and both these girls kind of have a similar skill set on paper, but I think Karine Silva is just a lot more physical. Now, obviously, at a minus 200 price tag or more, I'm not going to get overly invested because we saw that she's good against a certain level of competition, right? If she can maul them early and out-physical them in round 1 or round 2, then you're good. But if round 2 ends and she has to come back for round 3 against somebody who's got a good gas tank, got good defensive grappling, decent stick and move ability on the feet, then you're in trouble and your bet's screwed. So I want just to watch this fight with no bets on it and just see where each girl is at so I know how to bet them both next time. But just physicality-wise, and like Cody mentioned, the short notice against Barbosa, I'll take Karine Silva. I think she gets the job done. Just a dominant round 1 and round 2, and then hopefully she can coast through round 3 if she doesn't get that finish and get that decision. So, but no betting action in this for me. Like I said, I just want to see where both girls are at skill-wise.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with this. I'm with you guys too. I'm with Silva here. I do think it'll be a somewhat close fight. I don't think Silva's going to come in here and like out grapple her and get like a crazy submission right away, because obviously Barbosa is very good grappler. I just think, power goes to Silva. I think the strength goes to Silva. Maybe cardio with the short notice with Barbosa might be a little bit more even than maybe it would if it was a full camp for Barbosa. I don't see a finish in this fight. I think it actually might play out in the feet for the majority of it, but I just think the fighter who's going to be landing the harder shots and more impactful shots will probably be Silva. So I'm going with Silva by decision. I think it might be close, but I do think Silva will win probably rounds 1 and 2. And maybe round 3 will be close too, because like I said, Barbosa is taking this on short notice. Maybe she slows down a little bit more than we normally would think or see her do it anyways. And honestly, I just don't think this fight will play out on the feet. Maybe Barbosa will shoot some takedowns, but I don't know. Maybe Silva won't. Who knows? But yeah, I like Silva though. I just think she's a little bit more dangerous. Yeah,
we just haven't seen either of them fight like high level competition. And the one fight that they did, right? Diana Barbosa lost to Miranda Maverick.
Yeah.
Vianney Arujo beat Karine Silva. So it's like when they take that step up, they lose, but they're beating the cans. So we got to see where I want to calibrate these two against one another here.
Yeah. And I know Barbosa beat her, what was it, like 7 years ago? But that was 7 years ago. These are two totally different fighters now. So I'm not even going to put that into play here. They were in their mid to early 20s. So more experience goes to Silva, clearly. I mean, she's got twice as much fights.
You guys think Silva is finish or bust, or she can get?
No, I think she can win a decision.
I think it's close to it, but she'd have to like just bank the round 1, round 2 domination, then just cruise through and try to survive. And
I think she's the fighter that would probably get a finish if there was one, but I don't think she's a like finish or bust though. I do think she could win a decision. I think Barbosa is probably decision here.
Yeah.
Let's see what everyone says. Haymaker, Dione on tape looks bad. She's a black belt. She got mauled by Miranda. What about that? I'm on Karine to get this W from her last split from her. I think this will be a striking fight. Both negate I think so too. That's where I'm at too.
That happens a lot. Definitely happens a lot.
Might be a heavy grappling wrestle fight then. Maybe.
I think Karine's striking or her cardio would probably last better if it just stayed striking. And she has good power, dude.
Yep. Blood Money's here. Have a good show, guys. I'm on the road, so I'll listen. Let's go.
Let's go, Scotty Law.
I feel like Silva to be more physical. I agree. Jocelyn Edwards should let me hit.
Let him hit.
She might.
I know you're watching, Jocelyn. Let my boy hit.
She might be the one hitting.
Might be a split again.
She might be. Jocelyn, she's Jose Lynn is hot like
Jose Lynn is on fire.
Lynn, old school. Yeah. I used to bet against her all the time and win. And now she got that grappling game up. Yeah.
She could be a top 5 bantamweight. Not to say that's something great to say, but
Yeah. I'm just glad that
There's
she
just
did
nobody.
that headbutt against Perez. And like Perez get up and hit her with the back fist. Otherwise, she would have beat Perez too that day.
Yeah.
They need to do a rematch coming up.
They should. It'd be a good one.
Next
one here. Nursultan Ruziboev versus Brian Battle. Patty, you want to go?
Yeah, this one I've gone back and forth on a bit, but once I thought about it more, I'm actually on the Nursultan Ruziboev side on this one. Going back up to 185 for Brian Battle since he missed weight a couple times, and I mean he's had his best, really all of his moments in the UFC at 170 where he's looked okay, but usually it's his size and his reach and his constant just throwing out volume, no matter if it's damaging or not, that gets him the nod on some of these fights. But I don't think that's going to be an option against Ruziboev, who's 6'5", super long and lanky compared to Brian Battle, and can mix up striking and the wrestling as well. So I'm taking Ruziboev in this one, not with a ton of confidence, but I don't have to have a ton of confidence. He's the dog in this fight, I think, still, right? It's like plus 140.
Plus 140.
Yep. So I'll take Ruziboev. I haven't put a bet on it yet because I'm just watching all that tape before Nursultan came into the UFC. It just looks so fraudulent to me, where he's just getting submissions out of nowhere and fighting cans. He's got 35 professional wins or something. Just
36. Don't shortchange him.
He was just Kimura everybody, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But then he comes to the UFC and he beats some credible guys like Ferreira, Bruno Ferreira.
His only loss in the UFC was Buckley.
Yeah. Right. So it's like he's
not
fighting
bad at
a high
all.
level of competition, and I just think he can beat Brian Battle. I don't know if all that empty striking that Battle throws is going to be effective against him. And Ruziboev can steal back around with some big moments, even if he's not getting the finish. So I like the over in this fight. Over 2.5 is even money almost. It's like minus 110. I'd like that more than anything else, but I might end up with a bet on Ruziboev. I don't know. I'll be sweating it the whole time, though. Brian is really good at squeaking out these decisions, so I might stay off of this. But the over 2.5, I do like at minus 110.
At least it's plus money, though. Look at it that way. It's not like you're sweating a minus 170 that Brian Battle is, or minus 160, whatever it is.
Yeah, I feel better about a lot of other spots that I might not have to force it, but I am taking their Sultan.
Right on. Cody.
Yeah, man. This is this, dude, I didn't even look at that. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so we got Brian Battle going back up to 185 for this one, which is weird. I mean,
because he
missed weight last time, right, against Randy Brown.
He struggled so bad.
Right, undefeated at welterweight in the UFC because he's a giant there. But here he's not as much of a giant, but he'll have more power, and he can throw with power. But this is a tough fight to call. I've been a Brian Battle fan. I've been betting a ton of money on him and winning. But he didn't look that good against Randy Brown. Of course, he missed weight. Maybe something was up. But his wrestling is not there. You know what I mean? Like when he gets you on the ground, he's throwing tons of volume and looking for submissions and stuff like he was doing against Ange and guys like that. But standing, just his legit wrestling is not that good. Like he just holds guys against the cage. That's what he did with Randy Brown. I don't even know if he won that fight.
He didn't win that fight.
I had a lot of money on him.
I had money on him too, but he did not win that fight.
Right, and it just showed you, like in standing, like especially at 170, he was a lot slower. Like he looked good against like Giuseppe because he's slow as shit too. But like against other dudes, like
doesn't move his head either.
No, yeah, and Randy Brown was just picking him apart. So that if I would want to bet on Brian Battle, I mean, I'm gonna be worried as shit he don't just get smoked by Ruziboev right off the bat. Then I don't think he's taking Ruziboev down. Ruziboev, I don't know, against Stolfus, that was a back and forth fight, but Stolfus is tough. Like if you don't
better wrestling, I think.
Yeah, he does. And he's a bigger, I don't know though. We'll see.
He's stronger, I think.
The thing is, like Brian Battle's coming back up to 185, and it's like when Kevin Holland does that. Okay, when Kevin Holland was just straight up 185, he could fight with the bigger 185 guys like Souza and still get some wins and not just get completely fucked up. But then when he started going down to 170 and got that skinny frame, and then he would just try to take a 185 fight, he was getting fucked up at 185. Like Delitze, RDR, or whatever, just take him down and just choke him out like it was nothing. And that really didn't happen before. But I don't know if Battle's going to have the full 185 body he could have, you know, in another like 6 months. But it's so tough to call. I mean, what's Battle? He's like minus 190. It's going to be tough to trust him as a favorite here. He's
minus 170 a lot of places.
And you got to expect him to use his cardio like as a weapon. But Ruziboev showed decent cardio against Stoltzfus. So man, it's tough. I'm gonna go with Stoltzfus as under. I mean, Stoltzfus, Ruziboev, just because I think Ruziboev could hurt him on the feet.
It's a bold pick, Cody.
Yeah, but I just think Ruziboev could hurt him on the feet. I think he can keep, because like he was hurting Buckley a little bit, hitting him with some big knees, but Buckley was able to wrestle him down. That was at 170. Wrestle Ruziboev down. I don't know if Hill will get him down or battle. So give me Ruziboev as a dog, but I don't know if I'll get around to actually betting it.
Yeah, I'm on the same side as you guys. I like Ruziboev here. I was going back and forth a little bit with. I'm sure you guys were too, obviously, but I just like 185 kind of worries me a bit for Brian Battle. I think Ruziboev's a better 185er, even though he kind of fluctuates from 170 to 185. I like his wrestling upside if he does want to wrestle, and we've seen Brian Battle kind of get control on the mat if he gets taken down. And the striking, like Nurse Sultan's going to have like 4 inches of height on him, a couple inches of reach. We just saw Brian Battle fight Randy Brown. He didn't really do all that great. He was just hugging him up against the cage for majority because he couldn't get to him because of the range. And Ruziboev can kind of do the same thing. He's got good kicks. He stays at range pretty well. I mean, he's got power in his hands. He can throw that straight right down the middle. Brian Battle's hittable. I just think right now, like Brian Battle was kind of like I don't want to say a world beater, but like he's looking really good at 170 if he can make 170. But like 185, I think it's a different kind of fighter. And I like Ruziboev better at 185 than 170. And I think Brian Battle's better at 170, but he can't make weight. So dog prices in a close fight where I think Ruziboev is probably going to be the one. If there is a finish, it's probably going to be him. I don't think Brian Battle's going to be able to finish Ruziboev unless he just gasses out for some reason in the 3rd round. But I don't see that happening. But I do like the over 2. I think Ruziboev will win by decision, but that's why I think more chances to win for Ruziboev. He can win by sub. I think he win by knockout. I think he win by decision. I think Battle is just decision or maybe a late 3rd round gas out KO or something like that. So dog price. This is probably a pick 'em. It should be a pick 'em. So I think it's dog or pass. For if you want to bet it, I would just be worried too much with Brian Battle. I know we said it. So.
I mean, I'm rooting for Battle. I like Battle. I like his style. And like I said, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I bet Battle a ton of times, and I kind of been fading Ruziboev, and I think this is the time I think to jump off the Brian Battle train. Maybe for one fight. Who knows? But
I think Ruziboev, I think he could clip him, dude. He hits hard. He's going to be like Battles used to be in the way bigger guy and just kind of bullying these other guys. Like he did what you said, and kind of taking their punches too. Like most of them,
and Angelusa until the eye poke.
Yeah, but even fucking what's his nuts? What's the little dude Fletcher that dropped Battle and hurt him? Gilbert Urbina dropped him and hurt him in that fight too. So I mean, and then at 185, got to go with Ruziboev here.
Yep. Let's see. What's the reason for Battle to go up? I think it's because he can't make weight.
He didn't miss it by that much, though. Did he? It was like
I think he missed twice too.
Did he miss twice? Okay,
but he always looks rough, though. Like he's like skin and bones almost.
He looks rough when he's at 185. He's a rough looking dude.
Well, he looks even more rough. Let's put it that way.
No, he only missed. Yeah, he did miss it. He missed it against Gabe Green, and then he missed it against Randy Brown. So yeah, he missed weight twice.
And both times he won.
Yep. Yeah, right. Gabe Green. We were watching that live. That was a fight companion. When Gabe Green, it was in North Carolina. He just ran out.
Went a very fast fight.
Yeah,
went full Gustafson there.
Yeah,
or Gustafsson. Sorry.
Yeah, when he did that with who was it? Krylov.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, that was a minute-long fight. Yeah, he just ran.
Yeah.
Krylov's a. God, that's why it's so hard to fight MMA, because you don't know what these dudes are going through in their life and all this stuff. And then like one fight, they look amazing, and then the next one they use like no game plan and just it's like
it's terrible.
MMA is tough, bro.
Thomas likes Ruziboev by domination. He doesn't think Brian Battle's power will translate to 185. Okay, we'll see. Zach Milliken, what's up, man? The return of Blood Money MMA for this week for sure. What's up, Zach?
Yeah. Shady.
Battle round 3 decision to squeeze the juice down. There you go. That's not a bad play if you like Battle.
Yeah.
Pass for betting. This fight is definitely going to be a battle. Agreed. Patrick, the over 2.5 parlay piece. What's that at again, Patty?
minus 110. I think that's good enough by itself.
Yeah,
I mean,
if it's one minus one.
I just have a feeling stylistically that it's going to go over 2.5, and for that price, I'll take it. That's the kind of prop that I would take to like cover my dumb parlays.
I would go with
I'll put 100 on that and then hope to get 90 back and cover some other dumb shit that loses.
Go Ruziboev round 1 or over 2.5. Ruziboev round 1. He'd be
Ruziboev's got like 20 finishes, and I think 3 out of his 5 in the UFC are finishes, and Battle, I think like 6 out of 9 for Battle have not seen the scorecard. So
yeah,
should be a battle. Just like Derek Izzy said.
BC Dave, our guy, says Battle by him on the feet. He has enough takedown defense to survive. I'm taking the favorite here. Battle by decision. That's how you should do it if you like him. Yeah. Raw Torque, what's up?
Yeah,
does. Ruziboev train.
I don't know if they train in Philly anymore.
Oh yeah,
I think they still train together, but I think they're all out in like Vegas or somewhere else.
Randy Brown, okay. Ruziboev all day. Jeremy likes him. Will the line move in his favor? I think, honestly, Ruziboev's line will go down. As in, like, you should probably bet it sooner rather than later. I think more money will come on him as the fight goes on. What do you think? I think so.
So you agree with Jeremy? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight.
I don't think he'll flip. It won't flip, but it'll be closer.
It should be like almost a pick 'em.
It should be.
Who really knows what's going to happen in this fight? I think it's going to be really good. It's going to be good.
Battle has the longer reach. I thought it was a couple dip. Like, let me look. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he had a couple inches on him.
Height, but not in reach, I guess. Does Battle have one of those really long, like
77? He got 77, and he's built.
Oh, 1 inch. Bro. Okay, you're right. 4 inches.
Yeah, but that 1 inch won't mean as much when Ruziboev is like 3-4 inches taller.
True.
We'll see. That's gonna be a good fight, though.
Yep.
Great fight.
Next one is going to be another interesting one. Edson Barboza versus Drakkar Klose. I'll go ahead and start this one. This one I was going back and forth on a lot. There's a lot of fights I was kind of going back and forth with. I ended up ever so slightly leaning Barboza. And here's why. I just don't trust Klose enough to implement a game plan where to beat any of the fighters that he's fighting. Like, he needs to start wrestling in this fight to win. I don't know if he's going to. Like, we've seen him do that time and time again. He gets clipped a lot. I know his last fight, he fought, what's his name? Joel Alvarez, and he got knocked out in the first round, but he just couldn't take any striking whatsoever.
That happens, though.
It happens, yeah. But in Barboza, I know he's getting old. He's got okay takedown defense, but once he is taken down, he does not get back up. I just don't know if Klose is going to do it, though. You know what I mean?
He's like the opposite of the Conor McGregor quote. When he gets down, he doesn't get back up. But it's just laying on his back.
True, but he does have pretty good takedown defense until he gets taken down, and then he just doesn't get up. He just plays in the guard, and he's like, whatever, I'll stay here until the next round. Mm-hmm. But striking, though, I think Edson's going to be a little bit more dynamic, a little more powerful. And then Klose, like we always say it, Klose just always goes to close fights. And I'm just going to go with Barboza. I'm not confident. This is probably one of my least confident picks. So you probably should go dog or pass. But I'm going to go by decision. I think Barboza will just win the early rounds. And maybe he wins round 3 because maybe he gets dropped. Klose gets dropped. Who knows? But I'm not confident in this fight whatsoever. What do you guys think, Patty?
Yeah, I always have a soft spot in my heart for Edson Barboza, man. I was in attendance for his debut, so he still doesn't like register as an older fighter to me. I still picture him back in those days, like just kicking.
I mean, they're both kind of old, actually. Thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But Edson remains to be a genetic freak. He looks in good shape, and I think as long as he's allowed to play his game and not face like a super high level wrestler, I think he's pretty serviceable to win a decision. Like you said, I think that's how he wins the fight. You can usually trust Edson to be Edson. You can't always trust Drakkar to implement a game.
That's what I was getting at.
So I will go with Edson. Is it something where, at a favorite price tag? Like, I agree with the line, to be honest, but I don't see a whole lot of value on it just because, I don't know. I mean, Drakkar could just stall this out and cage push. If he gets in really close and closes the distance and doesn't let Edson work, I think it could be a tough night and we could see the decision go the other way. But I'll take Edson Barboza just as a better pure athlete, way higher level competition that he's, won and lost against. And we'll just hope that he can stay on his feet for the majority of 2 rounds and get that decision. So give me Edson, but I probably won't have a bet on this fight.
Yeah. What about you, Cody?
Yeah, this should be a pretty decent fight. I like Jakar Klose though in this fight. I think that he's got pretty good striking. Like he could hurt Barbosa too. Barbosa's coming back up to 155. He hasn't been at 155 for a long time, I don't think. It's been a while.
I don't even remember the last time he was at 155. That's
2019 when he lost to Paul Felder, and then he's been at 145 since then. He still had like title hopes at 145, fought LaRon Murphy and stuff. And I think that since that's gone, he's getting a little older. I'm sure he's still training and all that, but I don't know if his desires is big. I think that he's going back up to 155. He's going to fight Jakar Klose, which I think is a bad style. Like I think Barbosa is going to kind of have to knock him out, which he could. We've seen Jakar Klose hurt a lot. But Klose has good striking, and he's got good grappling. And I think that he's going to be able to grapple up Barbosa up against the cage. I think he's going to be able to beat him up there, and I think he's going to be able to land takedowns and beat him up, especially at 145. Klose is pretty strong at 145. I mean, even though he hasn't fought the best competition, he's 15-3. And, like, even in his losses, besides, I mean, he almost had Benio. He almost had Benio out of there before he got hurt. The David Tamar loss was weird, but other than that, man, he's got some good wins. Beating Joaquim Silva, Joel Alvarez. He's gonna do that. He would go out there and fucking starch Barbosa too. But yeah, I like Klose at 155. I like the grappling upside. Barbosa's getting out grappled at 145. He always got out grappled at 155. That's why he went down. I just see it. I see Klose getting the win here unless he gets knocked out. So.
Barboza is probably, other than Joel Alvarez, obviously, but probably is one of his toughest fights since Benio. Like looking at it, it's like sheesh. Like you're kind of fighting like middle of the road guys, not like bums or anything. But I would put Barboza over all those wins
too.
What? Well, you're muted when you said. Sorry.
I'm sorry. There were a lot of bums in there too, for sure. You know.
Yeah.
But Barboza,
Brandon Jenkins.
Barbosa took a ton of damage against fucking LaRon Murphy too in that fight. But I mean, he's taken a ton of damage his whole career.
No, I agree with a lot of what you said, Cody, for sure. And I that's part of why I can't bet Edson Barbosa fights, because he's one of the last like OG guys from like the late 2010s that I'm just really a big fan of, and I'm super impressed every time.
Yeah, you watched him fight. What was it? I went back and looked.
Mike Lulo.
Mike Lulo.
Yeah.
Leg kicked him.
That poor kid's been in a wheelchair ever since.
Yeah, that was his last fight, I think.
Do you think the move up to lightweight helps Barboza though a little bit?
Yeah, Mike Tulo never fought after that again.
Oh, really? Whoops.
No, he said, fuck that, dude. There's dudes out here that break my leg with a kick. I'm out.
That was horrible. Yeah, I think look, on paper it does. I mean, he's done so well at 145. Kind of like a Aldo, where like, going down in your older years to featherweight actually kind of helps you out. Like he went down to bantamweight. I don't know. I mean, scientifically, it should help him out going back up to 155. He's not dehydrated. He's more durable.
Yeah, but he lost most of them fights at 145, except when he stepped down in competition, really. Like he lost to Ige, Chikadze, Mitchell, and Murphy, and he beat Yusuf, which is a decent win, Quarantillo, Burgos, which is a good win, and then Americani. But them still dudes, I think, would go up to 155 and probably get beat up by Jakar Klose.
Yeah, he's not the guy he used to be, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Barbosa's 32 years old. If they were both 32 and Barbosa had been at 155, I'm taking him all day. But yeah, I think that at this point in his career, and then he's been even Murphy kind of put a beating on him. I think Klose will get his wrestling going. I think he's going to be a lot denser and thicker when they fight.
I think he needs to, because then he'd probably win. Instead of a close fight, it would be.
He will. And then, after usually if you can take down and beat on Barbosa for a round and a half, most of his explosiveness is gone when he's back up. So
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's an interesting fight here. We'll see.
It's a good fight put together for two veterans, though, for sure.
Yeah. Sabad likes Barboza.
Yeah.
Barboza fight goes a distance at -150 instead of picking a side. That's a pretty good idea. I like that. I think
the only thing I'd be worried about is seeing Jakar Klose start doing the stanky leg, dude. Have you ever seen it? Like, dude, like
with
Benio, a couple people, dude. A couple people's had him hurt like that. Even Alvarez, he gets hit, and you can tell when he's hurt bad. But
Close 3.5 spread isn't
like
a bad play either if it's a decent. I think he wins one round for sure.
Yeah.
High dose of steroids to keep a guy like Barbosa looking young, Patty.
He's a genetic freak, man. It takes good genetics to be able to do steroids that long and not have to quit.
Yep.
Yeah, Edson's 2 years older, but he's probably 10 years older in 5 years
least,
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Seen him take some beatings.
Klose is mid. Yeah, I thought he was
They're
going to be
both
a little
are though
bit,
at this point, but he's just a bigger
right
hit.
now
Like bigger guy.
in their point of their careers. I think they're probably on par. But I mean, obviously, Edson at one point was way better. I thought. But, I mean, that was 5 years ago. Or
I have the game plan. I've got the Barbosa game plan. At the weigh-ins, he just goes and just shoves.
Gives him the push.
Yes.
Dude, I've been so pissed. I had a bunch of money on
round one.
I like what Thomas said there. And after that, if you don't finish him, we'll see if he does. But I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I remember when I made so much money, dude, when they fucking had Barbosa as an underdog against Billy Quarantillo. I had him at like plus 185.
Oh, yeah, you and me both.
I'm like, what? On what planet?
A beautiful knee.
That knee was beautiful.
It was round one, too, wasn't it?
Round one. Soon he'd be like he shucked off like one takedown because, you know, we weren't wanting to see what round 3 was going to look like, really. Hopefully, you know. Quarantillo usually put on
Barbosa
pace.
needed to get that done in round 1 or early round 2. Otherwise, it would have been game over probably.
Tough. Yeah.
Next fight, though, we got Alexander Hernandez versus Chase Hooper. Patty, let you go ahead and start this one.
Oh, this is one of my favorite fights in the card, dude. I love Chase Hooper in this spot. I'm just always fading Alexander Hernandez, and I'm always whoever he fights. Basically, I'm taking round 2, round 3 props on whoever Hernandez's opponent.
It's a guaranteed classic. It's an auto bet.
I'm doing the same here. I'm going to take Chase Hooper, parlay him with somebody else later in the card. I'm going to take his round 2 and his round 3. So that's what I've done. I don't even care the lines are short. Like it usually works against Hernandez. So there's a chance that if Hernandez wins, it's obviously going to be a round 1 beating on Chase Hooper. Exploit his striking and just get a flash KO probably. But Hooper's been tough. He's got the physicality. He's improving clearly. He really impressed me with his beatdown of who was that?
Jim Miller,
Claus especially, but that's the one where I'm like, okay, this guy's the real deal. I can't fade Chase Hooper anymore for my preconceived notion of him when he was like 19 years old. He's a beast, and I think he's gonna get like a body triangle and just beat down on Hernandez in round 2 or round 3. So I think he makes it look pretty easy, and I think even round 1, I think he probably wins that round too. So like I said, Hooper in a parlay, and I've got round 2, round 3.
Love it, Cody.
Yeah, I'm with Patty on Hooper. I'm a little worried, obviously, because you get that thought of like fucking Steve Garcia just punching Chase Hooper's head off. But he was so much slower at 145. That was his problem. Like at 155, these dudes are a little bit slower. He can catch them. Like at 145, he was like a monster because he don't have good fucking takedowns. So he's like a mummy, like trying to just walk and reach for guys and getting his face punched off. But at 155, man, his striking looks better. He's a lot bigger. He probably trusts it a little more. He could easily get smoked, dude. Though like Hernandez smokes like dudes like this at 155. Like usually it's guys with really good takedown defense and good striking that beat him up. But Chase seems to be just looking real good at 155. He's huge here. His wrestling looks better, but like I said, I think it's just because the other dudes are slower. And once he grabs you, dude, this kid's strong, and then he just latches onto you with everything, and he's taking you down. And then there's not many people at 155 that's going to beat him in scrambles or out cardio him, So that's a couple of things like Alexander Hernandez, terrible cardio. He's been finished a bunch. We've seen Quarantillo, all them guys finish him over when he went down to 145. I think it's the same stuff here. Chase has to make sure he does not get killed in that first round. Just keep clinching up and taking him because you don't want to strike. Hernandez is going to be like 3 times faster than him, like legit, like 3 times faster in striking. So he ain't going to want to strike much. So he's going to need to, close the distance, land his takedowns, and wear on Hernandez. And like Patty said, man, bet that round 2, round 3. Like Hooper's been using them elbows more. So I don't know which one, if he's going to TKO him or something. Actually, the easy way to go look at that, I'll tell you right now, because I've done a lot of research. Let's see. All right. So Billy Quarantillo punches. got rear naked by Moicano, punches by Dober, but I was trying to see at like 140. What the last couple times he got finished, if it's by punches, but I think it's by punches. I don't know, but wait, let's see. So what's Chase Hooper been doing lately? How's he been finishing these guys? Punches with Slava claws.
He has a couple ground and pounds.
He's been subbing motherfuckers. The last 3 wins are by submission for him, besides Jim Miller's decision. So I'll go by submission. Chase Hooper, round 2, round 3 submission.
Yep. Yeah, I'm on the same page. I think it's going to be round 2, round 3 submission as well. Alexander Hernandez is one of those fighters where he's a first round fighter. You can trust him. And then after that, like, he just throws caution to the wind, and you don't know what fighter is in there. You don't know if he's going to come in there and get subbed or get knocked out. He's kind of like, his gas tank is not great at 155. It's also not great at 145. It's weird. But he's always explosive in the first round. That does give you a little bit of worry, but Hooper's durable like that. Steve Garcia, I know he got dropped like 3 times, but I think Steve Garcia probably hits just as hard, maybe a little bit harder than Hernandez, but Chase is going to be a little bit bigger. He actually looks like he's not just some skinny Gumby little kid that's going to try to, BJJ you nerd all day. He does have some better striking, and I actually like his takedowns. They're getting a little bit better. And if he can't get a takedown, he gets more creative, like trying to get the fight to the mat, and he does these weird little rolls, and he gets it down. It's weird. Like, he's just a little crafty guy. He's only 25 years old, but I like him better at lightweight, and I trust him more too. I didn't like him too much at featherweight, but now I think the price is great for a parlay piece. -300 range.
As long as you don't get sparked in the first round.
The only time he got sparked was against Steve Garcia.
Right. I mean, that's just usually what Alexander does.
True.
Like that.
But I think Alexander, he's one of those. You just don't. He's probably going to come in so timid that he probably won't even do anything until Chase does something.
Everybody's going to be holding it. Like, I think in the first minute, everybody's going to be holding their breath like shit, because Hernandez is going to come out, be moving. He's going to land some hard leg kicks and a couple hard punches, and everybody's going to be like, oh shit.
He ain't going to be too aggressive.
Hopefully
he's going to be scared. He's going to be scared that he doesn't want to get this fight to the mat. But the problem is Chase has 3 good rounds of grappling cardio. It doesn't matter. For sure. If Chase can't get down in round 1, he'll get it down in round 2, and definitely get it down in round 3, and probably get a finish either way. So,
yeah. Once he gets him to the ground, it shouldn't be too much longer after that. Yep. But I don't know. I mean, he had to take Jim Miller down 8 times, but I feel like Jim Miller's jiu-jitsu is way better, better than Alex.
Way better. So I'll give him a little bit of credit on that one. Love and May, what's up, man? What's up, legends? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us. It's good in time for Chase Hooper. Joshua sending good vibes to everyone this weekend from Puerto Rico. What's up, Josh?
What's up,
appreciate
Joshua,
you hanging out.
Man? Oh, yeah, appreciate that.
Chief, what's up, Chief? Steve Garcia repeated. Could be.
He said Alexander's just gonna put
raw like round 2, 3 Hooper. Yes, indeed. Hernandez first round or bust. I agree. Dirty Raj, what's up?
What up, Dirty
we see this play all the time. Taller grappler usually gets a job done. That's very true.
Wearing on him, clinching, wearing on him.
I like Hernandez, 250 or better last minute after everyone bets Hooper. Yeah.
And Hooper will probably be -500 by the time this thing starts.
Yeah.
He's about 6 fights in. Depends who lost money or what won money, depending, coming up. Hernandez
going to sleep. The dream. Good night. Always with the little witty comments.
I like it.
Hooper has a lot of retirement wins. He does.
Yeah, he's on a tour. He's retiring all these the mid dudes at 155. He could be a force. He's still young.
Mm-hmm. I think they're slowly working him up, like they should in some cases.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, because you wouldn't want to see him versus Gamrot yet. I don't think. You give him maybe a couple more years of fighting some.
I think he can take. I mean, I don't know. That's a good one.
Be a weird fight, but there's a couple people like that though. At 155, dude, it's even Diego Ferreira would be, I think, a decent fight for him.
Yeah, I think Chase needs to start after this fight. I think he does need to fight somebody on the very fringe of top 15.
Right? Maybe.
I don't think Hernandez is fringe.
About Chris Duncan. What about Chris Duncan? That'd be a good fight.
Chris Duncan's not ranked. I thought he'd be ranked after that win.
Yeah, he might be actually. Yeah,
but that would be an interesting fight. I don't know. I haven't. Maybe I'll look when I got some time, but I don't know who's on the the fringe of that. We'll see who's there. But next fight though, Jessica Andrade versus Lupita Godinez. Cody, I know you're waiting for this one. Who do you like?
Yeah, I like Jessica Andrade. I've never picked Lupi in my life, and I have a couple times. But dude, I think Andrade. Lupi's not like fucking, her jiu-jitsu's not that great. I don't think that she's taking, I think this looks a little bit like the Mackenzie Dern fight. I think that Lupi isn't going to be able to take her down or hold her down. She couldn't even hold down fucking Angela Hill and them. And I think Andrade is going to fucking blast her on the feet. I honestly think that. I don't think Lupi's all that great. I think she's proved she's not all that great like 5 times in the UFC or 6. And I think Andrade keeps us standing because like she gets taken down against like Tatiana Suarez or like fucking going up, you're fighting Jasmine Jasdavicius, but like, or maybe an Aaron Blanchfield, but that was even weird. She was stopping her takedowns in the first round. But like, I feel like at 115, if she comes in shape, dude, she's gonna stop Lupe's takedowns. I feel like she's gonna fucking blast her on the feet. Maybe not knock her out, but like she's got better striking than Lupe, dude. Watch Angela Hill, all these people beat up Lupe. I know for a fact fucking Andrade can, especially if she's like, this ain't short notice. She's coming in on a camp, 115, she'll be in shape. Yeah, she stops the takedowns and maybe even lands some of her own and then lands way harder on the feet. I like Andrade a lot this weekend.
Who do you trust more?
Bro, how many times has Lupe shit out? Hell yeah.
That's how many she almost shit though.
Who?
Literally.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying like Lupe, dude, like so many, I mean, like it's not like she's not great. It's just that she doesn't have KO power in her hands. She always goes to close decisions. To me, she gasses out in the 3rd round, especially when she wrestles hard as shit in the first 2, unless she's got like someone like what's the one girl, fucking Ariane Carnelosi, who can't move. But I feel like, dude, like she showed it even against Mackenzie Dern, Verna Jandaroba, Angela Hill, like. If she can't get the takedowns, I don't think she's going to have better striking than Andrade. I don't think she gets the takedowns. Like, her jiu-jitsu is not even that great. Like, Andrade, and Andrade is going to be like the same size, if not a little bigger. Yeah, dude, we seen what had, like, when Lupe tried to go up to 125, she got beat up by Luana Carolina, which I think Andrade.
She took that fight on short notice.
I think Andrade should go up on short notice and knock Luana Carolina out like Marlon McCann did. But I got Andrade. I like her a lot. All right.
Going back to the Hooper thing real quick, I think he should fight like Jared Gordon. But if you want to fight someone younger, maybe like Nasrat.
That'd be a good fight. Yeah.
Whatever his
name is. Hot
Parast.
So they're like right in the top 20 fringe. What's Chase Hooper ranked right now? Dude, they still got good?
Around like 20.
Okay.
Off of Tapology, I'm just looking. Another one would be Zion. I think that'd be a good fight. They're both young. Ish.
Yeah, Zion's good. That'd be a good fight for sure.
All right, sorry, I took that. Okay, let's find out. Patty, who do you like here?
You know, I thought I was going to sound crazy, but everything Cody said, it's been on my mind, man. Like when I saw this fight behind Jessica Andrade was the underdog at 115 against Lupi. I'm like, dude, I mean, this is a perfect spot for Lupi to just wait too long to grapple or maybe give some half-hearted attempts at closing distance and get the takedown. She just gets beat up in the pocket. Like, I know Jessica Andrade usually has to get the finish early, or she's got to at least be in the pocket striking. But, dude, I just don't think that Lupi, we can count on her at a favorite to get her grappling game going. And if you look at all of the opponents that Jessica Andrade has been getting rinsed by, it's really high-level people, like Cody was saying. I mean, Lupi's doing well, and then in contrary, like Lupi's doing well with the takedowns, but it's against like Elise Reed and like all these like low-level people that as soon as she steps up in competition, she's not really getting as dominant of a wrestling game plan going. So, God, I mean, Jessica Andrade, when she looks bad, though, when she's getting dominated, she looks like she's quitting, which I don't want to put my money behind. But as far as a pick, man, a female underdog at the caliber of Jessica Andrade, I don't think it's the craziest thing on this card. So I am going to take Jessica Andrade. I think it's by decision. I think she just beats her up and does the better work. Maybe she's in trouble at some points early on with, getting taken down, but I don't know, man. I don't think Lupi's that dominant and that high level at this point. So unless Jessica Andrade like really is done, like, Jasuda Vicious and Natalia Silva just put the nail in the coffin, I don't know. I think we've seen so much better, even with a diminished version of Andrade.
Both of them were at 125. Their last two 115s were Mackenzie Dern and Rodriguez. And
who does that remind you of, though? Who does that remind you of? It keeps going up and down in weight classes just to fight because maybe they need some money.
Kevin Holland. That motherfucker, dude.
And do you trust Kevin Holland?
No, never.
Hell no.
He's the least. He's the guy I trust the least.
He's as trustable as a
Well, this should be
dude.
the women's version of Kevin Holland that you should not trust at all.
Yeah,
But I think Jessica Andrade, I think she's like
Kevin
the
Holland
version
all
of Derek
day at
Lewis.
115. She just lives as Kevin Holland at 115. To me, Lupe makes dumb choices like in fights where she should have grappled the whole time. She doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, different fights. So.
Listen.
Josh be putting paws on girls.
I don't trust either.
It ain't on the level.
I don't trust either of them because like Patty said, Andrade could quit like that. Lupe can just do the opposite of what she does, and we've seen it time and time again. Jessica, I think she just fights for paychecks. I don't think she wants to do anything more. Yeah, she probably wants to try to knock people out, but I think once she knows she's probably not going to get a knockout, she kind of like, all right, I'm going to get a pretty good purse. I'm been in the UFC for a while, so this is a tough fight to pick, though. I see both sides, honestly. I am going to go with Lupe, though, because I can't quit her. I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've never
burned so many times. I can't not pick her at this point in my career because you know why? I see her on paper, and I'm like, you should be good.
That's all she is, Johnny. She's a paper fighter, bro. That's all
and she's never produces what you see on the paper.
She's
and I
not
know
great.
this.
She's not great anywhere.
But like when she's got good wrestling, she's got decent striking for 115, or she's not going to knock out anybody.
Decent wrestling. Decent grappling.
She's still decent.
Andrade throws power. She's got amazing strike.
True. She does have the finishing power, but I do think Lupe can get that wrestling going because Andrade's takedown defense is not good. She uses all of her strength to stay up. No technique at all. When she's down, she does not get up.
Yeah, but that's against crazy people.
But
like nobody, like Mackenzie Dern couldn't.
Lupe can do that.
Anything.
Well,
like you're talking about Jasmine Jasdavicius and Erin Blanchfield and Tatiana Suarez. Them are the last girls that grappled her down and beat her up.
Listen, I'm sorry that Lupe couldn't fight those fighters yet, but I do think Lupe has the path to win a decision here.
Possibly.
I'm not betting this fight anything because you cannot. Both these fighters are just untrustworthy for anything. Let's just get that straight. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
But I can't quit Lupe. I've been picking her way too long, and I'm going to pick her again in this spot. I don't even remember the last time I didn't pick her. I think I picked her in every freaking fight.
Yeah. What about Lupe with 10 decision wins, 3 subs, and no KOs? And then Andrade is actually dangerous. I like that.
I did not pick her. I don't think I picked her against Verna, actually. I don't think I did. That's one. But I like her. I'm not pick her in this one. I don't care.
This is like betting Derek Lewis against somebody with good grappling. It's like, they should probably win stylistically, but are they gonna, leave it open?
I bet Derek Lewis's last fight, so I was cool with that.
That's a good bet. Yeah.
By KO because that's how you bet Derek Lewis.
Yep.
To get
that's
that plus 330. It's
yeah.
plus 330. I should have did first round KO. Probably have been way more than that.
That was crazy early stoppage, but
I'll tell you.
Not
you know what they owe me.
UFC again another
betting owes
later.
me that. Let's see. Dirty Red says, I question Andrade's striking volume. I think Lupe with the wrestling could control her most of the fight. I agree. That's what I think.
Thomas is on the money with this.
Check the weigh-ins. If Andrade is ripped, she's trying to win. If she's flabby, bet against. Okay.
I'll probably reserve my pick until the weigh-ins just because of that, Thomas.
That's a good call, actually. I like that a lot. Bloomdog lights Duncan versus Ribovic. That'd be a fun fight.
Yo.
Clearly dog or pass or smash or pass. Okay. Yeah. I get it. Godinez round 3 decision. She has that pathway with wrestling versus the OnlyFans checks there. Yeah, the OnlyFans. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Saba likes Andrade as well. Lewis's KO line and money line were the same on my book in his last. Really?
Yeah, I think it was like that. But it was
I got like plus 330.
Yeah, but I think he was like that.
Plus, I thought he was like plus 220 or something.
I don't know. I think that other dude was minus like 400 by the time it went off.
I can't remember what his money line was, but I know the KO prop that I got was plus 330. Nice. So maybe I got it a little early. I don't know. I never beat the line, so I'll tell you that.
Let's go.
Meerschaert, what's up? Oh my God. What's up?
Is up?
See you good old days. Yes, sir. Let's go. Appreciate you coming out, Meerschaert. Lupe is equivalent to a morning glory in horse racing, runs fast in practice, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I've been
I
there,
swear
done
she
that
slows
at the horse
down in the
races.
third. It seems like she has cardio.
Only
but
when she wrestles, like for the first 2 rounds, like very heavily, she does.
What's she gonna have to do here? I think on the feet, Andrade, dude, Andrade could kind of walk her down on the feet because like Lupe ain't throwing.
I don't know. This is a weird fight.
0 KOs in her whole career. 0.
Well,
I don't even know.
I think she can find a sub later on when Andrade quits.
One time I seen Andrade pick a girl up and slam her right on her head.
She won the belt, right?
Walk out the cage with the belt on her shoulders. I don't know if Lupe's about that life. We'll see.
Next one here, we got GM3, Gerald Meerschaert versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. I'll go ahead and start this one. I'm going to go with Oleksiejczuk because I like his striking. And I know he's terrible on the mat, but he's with the fighting nerds. Hopefully, he has a little bit of knowledge this time. Now, I'm not saying he's going to like totally change, but a little bit of knowledge what to do. And I think GM3 is done. I think he's done. Last fight, didn't like it. I did not like anything that I saw. And if Meerschaert can't get this fight to the mat, and if he's going to stay on the feet, he going to get KO'd 100%. So I don't think it's going to happen. Give me Oleksiejczuk round 1 and round 2 KO. I think he gets it done. I think Meerschaert's done. I didn't against who did he fight? Was it Tavares? Didn't like it. He looked awful. Cody, you raised your hand. How can I help you?
Yeah, first off, though, Tavares has top 10 best takedown offense in history of MMA.
Did you see Meerschaert, the takedowns he had to defend? They were awful. I could have defended
but he was just shooting him out because he knew he wasn't going to take him down. Like there's been way better people try to take Tavares down. But Oleksiejczuk, dude, you're taking the dude with what? Like besides Charles Ali, he's got the most submissions in the middleweight division, right? Like
probably. But he also has the most submission losses in the middleweight division too.
Yeah, but you're taking him against the guy that's literally top 5 worst jiu-jitsu ground fighters in fucking the division or in MMA. Like Oleksiejczuk's a beast standing up, but dude, if he hurts Meerschaert,
what do you think
follows
he's doing?
him to the ground like he did against Kevin Holland, he's getting submitted. If he hurts Meerschaert and then lets him up and gasses out a little bit and gets taken down one time, that motherfucker ain't gonna last 44 seconds on the ground with Meerschaert. So, and
do you think he'll last 44 seconds on the feet with Oleksiejczuk?
For sure, I do. I think he does. I think and one slip, one anything, and then if Oleksiejczuk, he's got usually one good round of cardio. But he's got terrible fight IQ, just like he hurt Holland, goes to the ground with him, gets subbed. I think Meerschaert, dude. I think anytime this fight hits the ground, and we've seen it a million times, we've seen Meerschaert been in there with good strikers and still get him out of there in the 3rd round with people like Bruno Silva before he was completely deadbeat. Like a lot of people. I mean, I like Oleksiejczuk does, but it's just crazy to me. Edmund Shabazian's more dangerous than fucking Oleksiejczuk. He was able to freaking get him out of there in the 3rd round. Bruno Silva's pretty dangerous.
I like Oleksiejczuk's gas tank a little bit more. I'll tell you that.
What?
Fight goes.
Oleksiejczuk, that dude's first round round and a half.
Because
I mean, we can't be too high on him beating the shit out of Sadiq Duma, dumbass, or whatever.
No, I'm not high on him because of that. I just think he has the style to beat GM3 because I don't think GM3's wrestling is that good.
Yeah, but Oleksiejczuk's grappling is the worst.
I'm not debating that.
If he survives,
I'm debating the takedowns here. I don't think GM3 is going to get takedowns.
I like GM3 round 1, 2, or 3 sub, but round 2 or 3 sub all day, every day, twice.
I like GM3 sub across the board. I bet everyone.
You might as well get it on the 2nd and 3rd. Dude,
sub, round 1, round 2, round 3 sub.
Right.
Have it all.
So who I mean, we got Cheaty. He beat Cheaty. He beat Dumas, but then he beat
let's
Cheaty.
go to Patty. Patty, who do you like here? We'll get to this later. Patty, who you like?
You know who Patty likes. Here. Tell him, Patty. Tell him who's going to win this fight.
Tell me that I'm stupid, Patty.
Gerald's my boy, and it's always a system bet. Dude, I've made so much money on Meerschaert.
I know. I'll probably have a round 3. It's an auto bet.
You have, yes.
You do you tier it. You do Meerschaert money line because he's always an underdog. You do Meerschaert inside the distance, because it's really not that far off from his submission prop. And then you do him by round 2, round 3 as well. But
Gerald Oleksiejczuk round 1.
Gerald himself predicts a round 1 submission. He says he's going to sell out for the takedown this time. And I didn't bet him last fight because, like Cody was saying, I mean, Tavares has always been, since like 2012, Tavares has been top takedown defense.
Yeah.
Nightmare matchup for him. But this one is, if he just survives, you know, a little bit of an onslaught, catches Mikal over swinging, he's going to get him down and he's going to tap him out. So, you know, I think it's worth it. But you can also get like probably like plus 300 on round 1 KO for Mikal. So
that's what you want to look at. Yeah.
If you want to hedge your bet. Yeah, if you want to hedge your bet. If he knocks him out, it's going to be very early. So, but I'm going GM3 by sub.
Let's go, Patty. Music to my ears, brother.
All right. Well, just so you guys know, I don't have a bet on this fight because I don't want to bet it. I got other spots.
I got bets on it. I got GM3 bets, and I paired the round 2, round 3 GM3 with round 2, round 3 Hooper.
There you go.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
That's a good one.
We're gonna
GM3 late sub. KO
it is kind of like
power.
It seems like about like the same fight, except Hernandez's grappling isn't as Oleksiejczuk's grappling is the worst, bro. If this hits the ground for any little bit, he's tapping to a rear naked.
Yep. Baku said it. Can GM3 get him down? I'm thinking no.
But Oleksiejczuk slows down too, and if he puts an assault on Meerschaert,
under 2.5 could be a parlay piece. It's set at 1.5.
That's hitting. Dude, the 1.5 is probably good, but that 2.5 is money Mayweather. One of these guys' styles working for sure.
Under 2.5 on Bovada's minus 275.
Oh, that's the best parlay piece of the card.
I actually might play that,
bro. It's
in a parlay piece because I like that.
It's going one way or the other on that.
I think the under hit is a good bet. Yeah, the under. I would do the unders if you like this. In this fight, if you bet it.
Then hit
any unders. Cards bet sketchy betting wise. A lot of dogs are live. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are live. I think there's probably. I remember we kind of talked about it. I think I want to say there's 15 fights. I think 8 of them, maybe even more now with the tough fights, minus the tough fights and the new one they just added. I think there's like 8 live dogs that actually could win. And that's crazy. But I didn't bet. I mean, pick them all and or bet.
Can I just stop and appreciate how much more fun this card is to break down than last week's?
Yes, 100%. And then the next week is going to be not as great either, but it is what it is. Fighting Nerds Amazing Camp, but only if the fighters listen to their advice. That's not happening here. Okay, we'll see.
Hey,
call hurt GM3, then subs him. Yeah, that'd be wild.
That's
fight doesn't go is minus 300. That's great too. There you go. If you can get it minus 300 or less for fight doesn't go, get it. What?
Hey, Baby Blood wants to pick 2 fights for it.
Oh,
she just started 2nd grade today. How much bigger she's getting since we first started.
Wow. What's up, Baby Blood?
Whoop.
Hi.
How's it
Say
going?
Hi to Patty. Say hi to Johnny.
Hi.
Baby Blood, how you doing?
Let's see if I could find the.
I can't wait to see who she picks in the main event. Because one dude looks like
do.
a psycho murderer.
That's true.
Huh?
We need help with that one
Take
too.
that person then.
All right. Main event time.
Oh, let me make this.
Who do you like here?
And them too. Tricus du Plessis.
That one looks weird, so I picked
She said Hamzat looks weird.
He does look
It's the lip.
Yeah, he's a crazy person. But so she's got DDP as an underdog.
That's wild. Let's go with this one. I think this one's okay.
Huh?
What do you think here?
It's a close fight.
Pick MVP.
There we go.
MVP.
All right.
All right.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, do one more. I'm gonna put this bet in for you, too, girls.
Which one do you want to do, Cody? Pick one.
Go with Prates Neal.
Okay.
Hmm?
3-legger.
Oh boy.
Jeff Neal.
Oh my God, another
The
underdog.
other one looks kind of weird.
She said Prates looks kind of weird too. Well, if he had a cigarette in his mouth, he'd look tougher.
Yeah, a little bit.
He smokes for his fights.
There we go. We got the Baby Blood parlay of Dricus, Jeff Neal, and MVP.
That's gonna
Put
pay
them
a
in your
lot of
books.
money. Yeah, I'm gonna put
That's
like
like
10
plus
bucks on it for
15,000.
you. Is it? It's got to be with the big underdogs. It'd be plus 1,000 or something.
Let me see what it is. Boom, boom, boom. 1277.
Plus 12 side. If you win, you're gonna get $120.
Not the most ridiculous thing in the world, man. That's actually that could make sense.
It could happen.
Say bye, Johnny. Say bye.
Bye.
We're going to UFC and all.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
We needed it. Bye, baby blood. There we go.
There we go.
There we go, boys and girls. Next fight, though, we got King Green versus Diego Ferreira. Cody, who do you like in this one? Close, weird fight of old guys.
Dude. It's weird. I'm an underdog. I'm like all underdogs in this card. I like Bobby Green here. I think Bobby Green, just like Michael Johnson when he fought Diego Ferreira, which I had a fucking bunch of money on him, and he was just beating him up and piecing him up, and then he got knocked out cold. I think that Bobby Green does the same thing, stops the grappling, stops the takedowns, because he's always had good takedown defense, good scrambles and stuff. So I think this stays striking, and I think Bobby Green's got way better striking. He's way faster. Obviously, he's took some knockouts recently, and that's not good. But like outside of that Michael Johnson knockout, like Diego Ferreira is really not that guy like that to just one punch knock you out. So I'm gonna take Bobby Green in this fight as long as his chin isn't like completely gone. I think he's got a good style for this. I mean, and it could be. He's took some bad knockouts. I mean, the Jalen Turner one being the worst, but the Roofy one was fucking terrible.
Tony Ferguson was able to drop him.
Yeah. But I mean, look what he did to Jim Miller just a couple fights ago too. And like Jim Miller and Ferreira would be a good fight
once he turned King Green.
Yeah, that was his down.
Not a good one, man.
Sometimes you just got to be Bobby. But I think Bobby Green gets the win here. I like him in this fight. Stop the takedowns and piece him up. Got the cardio to hang with him. Should get the job done.
Right on.
Decision too. I don't think he finishes.
Yeah, Patty.
Look, I don't hate the pick. This is a low-level pick for me. I do like Carlos Diego Ferreira here. Mostly just the narrative just fading King Green. I mean, his momentum is taken a big hit over the past, several years, honestly. And just the way his style is, it's never really that likable to the judges. Like, if this goes to the scorecards, like, historically, Bobby Green does not, do very well in those decisions. They're very close. His hands are down. He's usually getting hit. And I just think at this age now with his chin, you can't be messing around like that, just using only head movement to try to avoid strikes. But like Cody said, I do like his defensive, wrestling. His takedown defense is good. Even some of his takedown offense is not bad. If he were to go that route, I probably wouldn't recommend it against CDF. But I don't know. CDF, I just think he's got a little bit more fight miles on him. I don't think he's reached the expiration date that King Green has. So I like him to win. I will not have money on this fight. I'm going to like to watch it. I'd love to see King Green go out there and do like a Grant Dawson type situation. just knock CDF out and return to the glory days, but I got to take CDF here. I think he's got a little bit more in the gas tank.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you, Patty. I'm on Diego.
What's the money line on this one again?
It's pretty close. Minus 150. Yeah. 155 on DraftKings anyways. You probably can get a little bit better, but
look, if you look past Bobby Green's recent performances, man, I don't know. I don't think that Carlos Diego Ferreira poses the same problems that some of Bobby Green's
no.
He's no Mauricio Hoofy.
No,
he's not even a Patty Pimblett.
He's not Jalen Turner,
right? Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But he does have the power to knock Bobby Green out.
I don't know though. I don't know.
I think he does.
Who's he knocked out other than Johnson?
Michael Johnson. Not too many recently.
Rebecca, but he gassed out.
Wrestlers, they're always giving high-level wrestlers to CDF, and he doesn't have a chance to do it.
I mean, he knocked out Jared Gordon, but Jared Gordon used to just get knocked out. That was his thing. But it's just like Michael Johnson too, dude. And then he's so much. I don't know how his chin's just holding up now. He used to just go to sleep.
I just think King Green. I don't know. I think he's where, like I said with GM3, I think he's done. I think he still has some in the tank. Let's put it that way.
How long ago was that beating he put on Jim Miller?
Bro, how dare you put my boy Gerald in the same category of washed as King Green? How dare you?
You motherfucker! Don't you ever?
It was a long time ago, Cody. What was it?
No, was it?
Oh, it wasn't actually.
I was gonna say it's like
Jim
a year
Miller
ago.
Though.
Yeah,
Jim Miller's 47 years old.
But Jim Miller's on the level of a Ferreira. I mean, when you're going to Jalen Turner, Pimblett, and Roofy, them dudes are all above Ferreira. But then you go back, he knocks out.
This is what it comes down to for me. I don't trust King Green's chin anymore. That's what it is, and I think Diego can knock him out. I think he can also use some wrestling too, if he wants to. I mean, Green hasn't really like been taken down too many, but he's not really fighting guys that take him down too much, other than like what, Patty.
Did you see what Michael Johnson was doing to fucking Ferreira until he got that fucking lucky haymaker? Reach back to 1964 and through, dude.
That can happen right here because guess who doesn't use their hands and only head movement?
True.
Bobby Green.
I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, this is another one I'm going to stay away from, but I don't know, this low confidence.
Michael Johnson's also on a 3-fight winning streak too, so Michael Johnson's still doing like
one of the most inconsistent fighters ever in the UFC.
Ever.
That 50-50 record shows it.
Literally, you should just only bet him when he's an underdog. That's
a lot of his losses used to gas at 145 though too.
Yeah,
he's better at 155.
But yeah, like I said, I'm not super confident. I'm not like gonna, scream from the rooftop saying Diego's gonna knock this guy out. But I just don't trust Bobby.
What are the totals here? You guys leaning a certain way with the totals then?
The over under?
The over. I would like the over
at 1.5 at -215. It's not too bad. And if it's if it was 2.5, I
that's crazy. What's the 2.5 even money? I don't really think Bobby Green finishes Ferreira.
And Green's not finishing anybody. It would be Ferreira for sure.
Ferreira ain't really finishing
nobody.
-115.
All right, so it's like is King Green's chin gonna hold
just
up?
Gone.
It's got to be. If this fight goes over 1.5, I think it goes over 2.5 for sure. So if you like the over 1.5, just bet the 2.5 because I think I'm worried about the 1.5 rounds in the early part. That's it.
Okay.
You just do both. Just half. Do half your wager on both.
True.
1.5 and 2.5.
Because I mean,
why is that? Why is it set at? Is CDF
set at 1.5? It's probably because Bobby Green's been knocked out a couple times.
But man,
early.
Them dudes do Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
Roofie.
Well, 3 out of 4 times he's been knocked out in the first round. Or
all of them dudes
finished. I'm sorry.
Probably finished fucking Ferreira within a round and a half too. Patty, Turner, and fucking Hoofy.
I don't know about Turner.
Turner's smoking Ferreira.
He's a weird fighter, dude.
It don't matter. He's smoking Ferreira. He smoked dudes.
Well, he better smoke him in the first round, otherwise he's gonna lose.
It's gonna be. It'll be a murder. But yeah, it'll be a good fight. This will be a good old time scrap, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand this total.
MMA banger.
The total's only about Bobby Green's recent losses.
Has to be.
And before that, he was like
Diego's durable. Diego's durable, but Bobby's not dangerous, so you don't have to worry about that side. It's just Bobby Green's chin.
I like the totals.
But think before Dober broke his chin, Bobby Green was known as one of the most durable fighters ever. I don't even know if he really. I think he got knocked out by Poirier or something.
Oh yeah, I would always bet the over in Bobby Green fights because I knew this fight he wasn't going to finish anybody and he wasn't going to get finished.
Listen, here's his knockout losses: Dober, Roofie, and Jalen Turner. His fucking
and
Ruffy. That's Roofie. That's
I'm sorry. You said that?
Same dude.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, but Ferreira's
but they were all bad. They were all pretty bad lost, like knockouts.
But Ferreira's like a 3rd-degree black belt. Like he's a jiu-jitsu guy with some decent striking. More than like that's why he beat up Rebecca because Rebecca kept trying to take him to the ground. He heard him standing and then tried to take him to the ground and beat him up. And Diego just scrambles. But Bobby Green's going to stop that, piece him up on the feet.
Good. This is another dog that could win. Like I don't hate it. This is one of the 8 that I think dogs that could win.
I know, dude. I'm seriously. This is a dog.
It's weird.
For me. It's I feel like the lines, and I feel like by the time the fight started, they like kept going down. They're gonna flip or be even. Yeah. But they should be because
I'm probably gonna bet 2 dogs here probably after this show. Put it that way.
One's Meerschaert and Bobby Green. One's me and Patty talking.
Those are not 2 dogs. I will not be betting. So they're 2 fights that I'm not confident in at all.
Yeah.
And
with 15 fights, there's a lot of good fights to bet on this card. We don't have to choose that one.
Well, I would just say 12 fights that are really good. The 3 I would not bet unless you want to parlay up. What's his name? Idiris. Saba, I had to put this out there. Just go with the gut on these fights. 8 out of 10 times these retards don't fight by the book.
Right. No shit.
It's true. It's so true.
Yeah. Chase Hooper's going to go out there and just try to strike. Doesn't shoot.
Next weekend, it's going to be 3 o'clock in the morning when it starts. So or at least for me.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think it starts. Somebody said it starts at like 6, don't it? It's per. I wait.
The main card, maybe the prelims start at like 3 for me.
Good. I get up at 3:30 and on Saturday.
You want to hop on and watch it? Get some early mimosas and watch them.
Yeah, my first 7 hours. I'll get paid at least 3-4 hours at work watching it. But I do good on these ones, dude. I almost won so much money, like 100 and something thousand on DraftKings a couple years ago when Andrade fought Weili Zhang in China. And Andrade was a huge favorite, dude. And I had like Fluffy Hernandez, who was a huge underdog to Park. And he won. I had a bunch of people that were big. I had what's his name? Jing Liang when he knocked out Jing Liang when he knocked out Jing Liang.
Watch your mouth. There's children watching.
Right. Well, yeah, I had he was a huge underdog and he knocked out Eliza Dos Santos. And then it came to the main event, dude, and I was already winning like $15,000. And then I had Andrade, who was a huge favorite over Weili Zhang because she had just knocked out Rose Namajunas. Weili hadn't beat nobody. And I still won like $2,000. But dude, once Weili came in and knocked her out with the elbow in like the first fucking 40 seconds, it sucked. But I like them early Chinese cards. I'm down.
All right. I like it. I'll wake up at like 5 or 6 o'clock and then catch the main card probably.
Yeah.
We got the doc in the house. What is up? Good evening, gentlemen and fight fans. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Hopefully I make that top 10 after this.
I had to get him on that top 10. And Patty too. Once Patty comes back to the
another thing too, like there's a spot for me on there. Like I'm just gonna try to hype myself a bit because Brady's on there twice. Like his voice and his face, like just merge them together and he should be like in the top 3 for sure. But
once you separate them,
I can sneak in the top 10.
Somebody's got a crush on Brady, huh, Doctor? That's probably Brady's account.
We got Mushroom MMA.
That might be Brady's account right there.
We got Mushroom. What's up, Mushroom? What's up, Johnny? What's up, Patrick? I'm sure he said, what's up, Cody? What's up, Cody? We got Pick'em in here. What's up, Pick'em? Appreciate you hanging out. Dude? Let's go. Dirty Red says, I think Green finds a way to keep things standing and works him over. It could happen.
Me and Dirty Red agreeing? That don't happen.
That is weird. Usually it's me and Dirty.
Yeah, you guys are usually agreeing on big favorites. I'm down here taking the dogs.
That's true. Justin, what's up, Justin? We get Raiders versus Niners Saturday and watch Drickus beat Chimaev. Ooh,
like it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
All right.
Is that just a preseason game?
Yeah.
Like when's the season start? September 2nd. My draft.
I think like 3 weeks.
Saba commented on my jersey earlier. This is amazing.
Johnson got a message from
Miami of
Zell
Ohio
Hooper.
jersey.
That was the worst. Zell Hooper's done. He's
Zell Hooper goes. Guess what, Michael Johnson? Head kick. Guess what, Michael? What's next? Head kick. Mid range.
Nothing else.
Body mid. Body to
wild.
That was horrible.
So wild. Can't wait for the Pico Murphy take. Yeah, we'll get there. It's gonna be good. I'm with you, Johnny. It's easily 8 or so dogs to win. All right, there we go. Yeah. At least I'm not crazy. Trevor, what's up, Trevor? 12. I got a bad feeling Hooper will drop this one. Hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong too, because I'm pretty confident Hooper wins. So we're all are kind of.
I hope so. We want Hooper's career to keep going so we can watch good fights. We already know what Hernandez is about.
My inbox is full of people talking about how handsome you two are. Getting to lock for next week's rankings. Yes,
there we go.
Derek with the $10 dono. Thanks for the content. Thanks for hanging out with us, Derek. You're definitely one of the OGs as
Derek's
always.
Dude. Derek's been here since the beginning.
Are you going to the card, Derek? Chicago card?
I know, no crap. I've had chicken wings
but
in my home city with Derek. Boy, that's my dude.
That's
we
right,
got to sit and talk fights, and then we met him in Chicago.
Yep.
Sucked though
because he had
it was Bellator. It sucked we didn't get to see him much because he had them amazing seats like right next to the fighters.
Yeah. We had the peasant seats.
He talked to us for a minute. He's like, I got to go back down there. He's like, there's chicks and stuff down here, man. We're like,
all right, we have hit the main card, ladies and gentlemen. I know we are taking our time, but guess what? We have 3 people and we're having fun, and this is the 3 horsemen. I don't care if you don't like it. Then
catching up with the boys.
Hit the like button for me before you leave. That'd be fantastic. Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. Cody, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna get a beer because I'm all out right now.
That makes sense. Tough fight to call here. I mean, you just want to go Kai Asakura just because it's like he's like the hot new thing and all this, but fucking Tim Elliott's like usually a tough out for anybody. And Asakura, I mean, we seen what he had on the ground for versus Pantoja. Like he looked really good, pretty good in the first round and all that. In the second round, as soon as he got taken down, he pretty much got choked out. And his path is really like the KO, but like fucking Tim Elliott's hard to knock out. I don't know. Has he ever been knocked out?
It was one time pre-UFC, like a long
way back in the day. So, and he's fought Demetrius Johnson. Like he's fought a lot of people that can knock you out at 125, and they haven't. And then it's just so tough, though. I mean, like Tim Elliott's obviously older. He hasn't been fighting near as much lately. He looked good against Sumadarji in his last fight, but I mean, what's that really mean? Looked great when he beat Tagir Ulanbekov, cheated every way he could.
Yeah.
But, even had a tough fight with Mateus Nicolau. So every single fight he's had at 125, basically against anybody, even Muhammad Makayev, all them people has been very, very close and very tough. I don't know. I think Kai might be a little bigger here. I think he might have what it takes to keep the fight standing and just land the bigger shots and be able to scramble and get back up. So I am going to take Kai, a lot younger, very explosive, but I don't see him knocking him out. I'm going to take him by decision. I think that this is a pretty good fight. I think you could even take Tim Elliott at the +3.5 because he might win a round just from. I mean, I was so big on and high on Tagir Ulanbekov when he fought Tim Elliott, and no matter what, how you look at it, like he was even out wrestling Tagir a little bit. He landed some big shots on him, so I'm not as high on Kai as like -300 yet. So give me Kai, but by decision. But I'm not going to have no bets, no DraftKings on him, no nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right.
I came in at the worst possible time because I thought that was not going to be your pick.
I mean, I don't really want to pick him, but dude, there's just a lot going for him over Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott's obviously always has, you never know what's going on in his life. He's always got like stuff going on with the wife, the kids, and all that stuff. And then just like Kai's a big dude, and if he keeps this standing, he's going to win for sure. But yeah. I think it's going to be grimy. I think Tim Elliott +3.5 wouldn't be a bad bet. I think he wins one of the rounds, and I don't think he gets finished. But we'll see. Kai's a big dude, though.
Patty, who do you like?
Yeah, you're right because the minus. It's already up to -300 for this fight for Kai. That's I mean, that's about as much as you want to put on like we've seen all these flyweight fights that end up looking a lot closer than a 3-1 favorite, you know. But I do agree with Kai being a decent sized favorite in this fight. I just think he's way on a different level than Tim Elliott. I like Tim Elliott. He's tricky. He's got that like awkward southpaw switch stand style. But his striking defense is so bad, and he's got a lot of control time for the flyweight division. I think he's like one of the top ranked guys for that metric. But his wrestling is more like catching kicks and turning it into a single leg. And a lot of guys that he's fought recently, like Sumadarji, just folded when he just grabbed onto his ankle. It wasn't really like a strong wrestling based offense. Same with Victor Altamirano, who was actually tagging up Tim Elliott pretty badly just a couple of fights back before. Just folding and just allowing the takedowns to happen. I think Asakura's got enough speed and takedown defense and good footwork that he's shown in Risen to survive any of those tricks from Tim Elliott. But I think it could be a weird like data collecting round one where Tim Elliott's doing a bunch of weird stuff and Kai's got to sort of figure it out. But when he does, I think Elliott's going to be soft to the body. I think Elliott's going to be open for that stiff 1-2 counter that Kai likes to pull. And, you know, I wouldn't even be surprised if Elliott tastes his first defeat by knockout in the UFC in this fight, to be honest. I just think it's going to be so many openings for Kai to exploit. He's going to be a lot more comfortable in the big stage now after getting that horrible debut out of the way. And I really do like Kai here quite a bit. But I'm a big Tim Elliott fan, too. I think it's going to be a fun stylistic clash. But I don't know, man. I'm thinking Kai inside the distance.
Right on. Well, I'm going to be the contrarian. I'm going with Tim Elliott. And I'm not super confident. I just think he's that tricky guy that could get this one done. And I know he's not Pantoja. I'm not going to say that Pantoja, he's going to look like Pantoja out there and get him out of there in round 1 or 2. But he's tough to hit. He's a weird striker. I think Kai's going to have to probably like Patty said, kind of like data collect in the first round. I don't think this fight's going to be over in round 1. But maybe Elliott gets a takedown early, and I think he can control Kai. I don't think his grappling defense is going to be all that much better. Like, when did he fight Pantoja? Like 8 months ago or something like that? It was fairly recent. Yeah, 8 months ago. So it could improve a little bit, but I don't know what he's been working on, like that. He's very dangerous on the feet, obviously, but Tim Elliott's never been knocked out. He's been subbed a ton of times, but he's never been knocked out, which is weird to me. But Elliott's I think he can get that wrestling going and just win the minutes on the mat. And he's obviously not going to be winning the striking exchanges, so he needs to get that wrestling going. But if he doesn't, obviously he's going to win. But I just think the line actually is just a little too wide. Maybe minus 200 for Kai was okay, but like if you're going to give me Tim Elliott, what is it, plus 250 or higher, like as a flyer, and maybe you can even get him higher as closer to the fights, like maybe closer to plus 300 by the time the fights start. Like, I think it's worth a flyer for sure. He has the style to beat Kai. We've seen it. Like, yes, again, I'm not comparing him to Pantoja, but he could do that similarly, maybe not as dominant, but a decision. I think this fight goes to decision with Tim Elliott winning. Kai does have the KO side here. But maybe Tim Elliott has a sub, maybe later in the fight. Tim Elliott does have pretty good cardio, so he can grapple for 3 rounds. Another thing too.
He's a great dog because he just never stops trying. No matter how bad he's getting beaten up, he'll keep trying. And
you're just worried about the flash KO thing because Kai does have super quick striking and he's super powerful. And if he lands, he's probably going to knock out Tim, especially early. But later the fight goes, like maybe a live betting spot, see what happens. But I'll take a shot on the dog. There's so many dogs in this card that have a chance to win, like we said. But I'm going to take a shot on this one. I think the line's wide. So I wasn't too like
for a flyweight fight in the year of our Lord 2025 being this wide. I think you're totally on the money on that one. You're probably taking the value side, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
plus 3.5. I don't mind that either. I think that's
the only thing I don't agree with you on is I think Tim Elliott is extremely easy to hit for a technical.
Yeah. I think he's hittable. He's just weird because he does this all the time. Like you don't know what the fuck he's doing. But if you land, you're probably gonna go night-night. But no one's done it yet. So
yeah,
what's to make me think that's gonna happen?
He's getting hit by all the people that don't have power. Like Altamirano was tagging him up. Even Suma Derji in the early part of that fight was finding success tagging him up. But I think Kai's a different level. I think if he snipes him off, it's gonna be. But again, if like you said, I mean, Tim Elliott is such an unorthodox guy, and that makes it really challenging to read what he's going to do. And if he can land his weird strikes or go for the low ankle pick and things like that in the middle of Kai Asakura trying to implement his game, he might burn enough time off the clock and then get a takedown at the end of the round, burn one round in favor of Elliott. It could get real dicey if he gets off to a good start in round 1.
Yep. I think Elliott's going to take advantage of the cage that Kai is not still used to and just maul them. That's a good point with the cage because they have ropes in at 1. So I mean, I don't know if that's going to be a major thing, but it could, especially up against the cage. Yeah, he might be able to get him down more easily. Elliott posted I saw that. He's a little wild.
I didn't see that.
Late KO for Kai.
Front head kick.
It was him like in bed, I guess, and he was like showing like his apartment or Airbnb or whatever, and then he like zoomed over and his girlfriend's like half naked.
Good man.
You saw cheeks, that's about it. You didn't see anything else, but
he's just like, hey guys, I'm getting laid this fight camp. Look at me.
That's what it was too.
Bro circles left, the circles left again. Love time. Kai KO number is the same as decision. Is it? Interesting.
Let's see the over under on that fight.
I think it's 2.5.
But I mean, the line.
It is minus 130 for the over 2.5. I like the over 2.5.
I do because Tim ain't got no finishing upside to me, really. I mean,
he
maybe jiu-jitsu, maybe a sub,
yeah, that's the only thing.
It.
But Kai has the power, I mean, and speed. You can clip him with something that Tim's not looking, maybe. But I would lean the over in this fight. Oh, Dirty likes, I think Elliott is a good dog. Probably won't put a ticket on it, though. Yeah, I probably won't either, but it's the juiciest dog that I like out of the whole card.
I think plus 3.5 sounds really good.
Yeah, if you want to be safe. It's still plus money.
Like you said, maybe the first round. He slows down in the third, but.
What's Elliott's handle asking for a friend? Just look up Tim Elliott on X. You'll see it. What's up, Nate? Cody
What
in
up,
this. Let's
Nate?
go. Let's
Yo,
go.
it's been a minute.
Yes, indeed.
What up,
Elliott
Nate?
just likes to fight, and he was thinking Kai just for him, put him on this card. Because if he were to fight anybody else, he wouldn't be here on this great card. Well, he's also ranked, and Kai's not. So
Kai can come take that ranking.
Yep. They did rank Kai in the Pantoja fight, but he shouldn't have been ranked. Let's be honest.
He's got some good wins though in his career, decent wins.
Yeah,
back in one. So.
Next one here we got is Jared Cannonier versus MVP Michael Page. Whose turn is it? Mine or yours? Anyone's? Mine? I'll go. I love Michael Page in this spot. I think this is a tricky fight for Jared Cannonier. Yeah, he's going to have the power advantage probably, but Page is going to be too quick. He's unorthodox already. And, Jared's not knocking anybody out really as of late. He's getting up there in age at 41. He's been clipped a couple times, even though sometimes he's come back and won those fights, especially I think the Gregory Rodriguez fight was one of them. He got clipped early and then he came back and won because Gregory couldn't handle 5 rounds. But yeah, I know I like MVP a lot. I think he gets this one done. I think he's just going to be the better striker and point fight him and land some good shots. He might be able to stun him a couple times. I don't think it's going to be a KO or anything like that. But I don't think Jared's going to will be able to do enough to win a round, maybe even. Like, I think Page will probably win at two very clearly and potentially all 3, like 30-27. Like, I'm that high on Page in this fight. So give me Page to win, clear decision, no ifs, ands, or buts, no split. I think it's going to be you'll be like, Page won that fight easily. Patty.
I'm right there with you, man, about the same level of confidence too.
Pretty high.
I said I had Chase Hooper parlayed with somebody else in the card, and that's MVP. I like MVP quite a bit. I think even where the money line is now, there's still maybe a bit of value on it. It's the striking defense and the technical striking offense for MVP.
Yep.
The Cannonier obviously has the experience, the grappling offense, if he chooses to go that route, but I think it'll be too late by the time he decides to. And this is an odd thing, but I think if this were a 5-round fight, I would be more likely to lean towards Cannonier just because he's been turning himself more from like the power puncher that he was at heavyweight and early on in middleweight to like a more of a striking volume guy. Like he exploits down the stretch of the fight. He can usually over the course of 5 rounds, get the bigger moments. But I don't think he's going to have any chance to do so against MVP, who's just so much faster and more elusive. So it might be a boring fight. It might, I don't think it's going to be a boring fight if you're like a real fan of MMA.
If you're looking for a knockout, this is probably not the fight.
Exactly.
You should be rooting for one.
if you're a meathead MMA fan, which we all are at times, we're all guilty of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be leg kicks and jabs, stick and move, hit him with that nice pull 2 counter, things like that. And just have the better work over 3 rounds. I think you're right. I think it'll end up being like 29-28, 29-28, and then like a 30-27 out of nowhere. And you're like, okay, I could see it. And
you could debate it. I
don't
hate it.
So, if the whole question of Cannonier, if he wrestles, I think if he wrestles, it'll be way too late in the fight. Like maybe round 3, he'll start to try. Don't know if he's going to be successful, but I'm very confident MVP wins by decision.
Yep, me too. Cody?
Yeah, I think Jared Cannonier wins this fight. Like, dude, have you guys seen Michael Venom Page when he's fought a real grappler? Bro, he fought a one-eyed striker at 185, and of course you're gonna outstrike him because you fucking got one eye. And Venom Page,
horrible matchup for him. Horrible matchup.
The worst. Like, but I mean, and then like Sharapova, he's not trying to grapple at all, dude. Jared Cannonier is taking down Imavov. He took down fucking Gregory Rodriguez. You don't think he can take down 170? I was just watching an interview, or it was on Countdown, I think, or it was an interview or something. But Michael Venom Page was like, I wanted to go back down to 170, but dudes at 170 don't want to fight me because they're all younger and they want to fight each other for these, like Brady and all them, Shavkat, they're all fucking young, wanting to fight each other, not old Venom Page. So he said he stayed up there because 185ers to fight him, but. Dude, beating Sharapova is a way different thing. Like, I think Cannonier is going to come out here and take him down right off the bat, just like Ian Machado Gary did, and just hold him down and beat him up on the ground, dude. Like, Cannonier is tough as shit. He's fought in way, like, better strikers than Michael Venom Page. And the way to beat Michael Venom Page has always been to take him down, unless, like, Douglas Lima. I mean, like, he fucking, when he kicked his leg out, got that lucky crazy
that was just
combo.
A great combo.
At 170, Ian Gary's taking you down and holding you down. Logan Storley was able to take him down, hold him down. Like Cannonier can strike with him, But like, I think he's going to come out and grapple. Like he's got pretty good fight IQ, and I think he's going to be able to. And once you take Michael Venom Page down one time, he doesn't get like you said earlier, he doesn't fucking move. Like even when Jeremy Stevens, like when I had knocked
I only said that about Barboza.
Yeah, but the same thing with Venom Page. Like he's not getting back up, especially under a big 185. This is a giant step up in competition from even fighting. You're fighting like Kevin Holland and them, and then you fight Sharapova, which you know is going to be strictly striking. Neither one shot nothing. So I think this is a big. Like I think if Cannonier's taking Gregory Rodriguez punches and all them, he's going to be able to take his. I think he grapples him from the get-go and beats him up on the ground.
Hopefully, I mean, he's going to have to do it early if he's going to do that. You know,
I'm on the Patty side. I think if Jared does wrestle, it's going to be too late.
I think he starts early. He told it like
I mean, that's a good game plan.
After I think it was more.
But I don't know if he will. I think
who was he coaching this weekend when he was coaching like Mechanico or something? And then he walked by DC and was like, "I'm gonna put hurting on Venom Page this weekend." I think he's gonna grapple him. Like even if you're taking down a Mavov, like I said, and you can take down Gregory Rodriguez, you can take down Michael Venom Page, dude. And then when he's on top throwing elbows, and I just think he beats up Venom Page for like all 3 rounds. Honestly,
yeah.
I do.
All 3?
I do. I think dude, Cannonier's like a solid top fucking 5 to 8 guy at middleweight for sure. Beating up the wins over like Strickland, all these dudes. He's fought good strikers and won. Like I said, who would you take with Gregory Rodriguez or Michael Venom Page? Like Venom Page is great striking, but he's really not knocking these dudes out in the UFC and not knocking them out at like 1.
No, I agree with you as far as like if Jared wins this fight, it's going to look a lot more dominant than if MVP wins the fight.
And it's not going to be strike. And I'm basing this all on hopefully Cannonier does come out and grapple, but he could strike with him a little bit. But if he strikes with him for all 3 rounds, I'm with you guys. Like I
can't remember. Have you watched his recent fights against Rodriguez? Like the round 1 against Rodriguez? He got a takedown.
He got hurt against him, but he took down Mavov. He's holding Mavov against the cage, and Mavov beat the shit out of Venom Page too. Like it's just
that was early.
They're bigger dudes too. Like Venom Page is a skinny guy at 185.
Yeah,
I think just Sharapova at 185
faster though.
Right, but Sharapova at 185 was the most dream matchup he could ever get at 185. Another striker that ain't gonna try to take him down, missing a damn eye, and he did have the speed advantage there.
I don't think Cannonier is gonna.
Do you watch Ian Machado Gary?
I know
how easy.
Listen, I know he can wrestle. I just don't know if he will wrestle. And if he will, and then if he does, I don't know if he's going to be successful enough to do it. And then will that gas him out a little bit more than usual? Like, yeah, he's been going 4 rounds, looking like a good cardio, but the volume is going to slow down, guaranteed. But I know whose volume won't slow down.
Look at who's probably picked up in that Gregory Rodriguez fight was a fucking battle from second one, and he's the one that pushed the pace and got the crazy win later.
Well, yeah, so, I mean, he did lose probably the first 2 rounds, right? Or definitely the first round.
I'm just not as high. I just think that Venom Page looked.
I'm not like I don't think MVP is the greatest fighter in the world, but I just think this is a good matchup for him.
That put him in like the top fucking. What's Cannonier ranked? He's gotta be ranked decent, right?
I think he's in top 10.
Should be.
Maybe definitely top 15, but I think he's top 10.
So who has he lost to? He lost to Nasruddin. Oh, and Kyle Bravo.
Kyle.
Both of them dudes fucking smoke.
But I mean, Kyle did it on the feet though.
Kyle's a beast, dude. Kyle's a fucking.
But who's striking do you think is better, Kyle or MVP?
I think I don't know. I think Kyle beats the shit out of MVP wherever that.
Yeah, but who's the better striker? Do you think? Striking only.
But you take it out if Cannonier couldn't take down Kyle either, really, because Kyle's a beast wrestler. You don't have that there with Michael Venom Page. He's literally a kickboxer from England that once he gets taken down, he don't get back up. We'll see. Be a good fight though. He could catch him. I just don't think that he's got that he knocks out Cannonier if Rodriguez.
No, Page is gonna win. Page is gonna win by decision.
Okay. Be good fight.
I don't think Cannonier is gonna be able to knock him out. When was Jared Cannonier's last knockout? 4 years ago?
Maybe like Jack Hermanson. He should have knocked out Vittori if that dude wasn't the fucking. No, I mean we knocked out Rodriguez too last fight.
Oh yeah, but that was more of a gassing issue there. And it was in round 4. And it was in round 4
issue. But yeah.
MVP outpointing him. If Jared was even 38, I'd bet him. Yeah, he's 41 at the moment.
He's one of them Edson Barbosa dudes. Like he's going to be 56 years old and just be a fucking monster.
Page plus Prates, lock it in. I love it.
Okay.
Striker's delight. I already threw my hand out there. Whoops. I think Jared can win a damage-based decision or late KO because MVP does slow down a lot late, but I don't know.
It's a style matchup for sure.
Jared doesn't fuck around. He'll take a couple punches just to punch MVP in his face, hopefully, please. Ulysses, what's up, Ulysses? Appreciate you hanging out. Isn't this at 185? Yep. It's at 185 for sure.
Like I said, Paige said he wants to go back down to 170. He's just I can't get no good.
Char is more of a kicker. Jared's more of a puncher.
Yeah, but Jared can kick too. That's a
Love him. Says Cody, no way. Cody, no way.
This weekend, I'm feeling it for Cannonier. I think it's a crazy
step. If Char fought RoboCop, I'm pretty sure RoboCop would KO this. Yeah, he probably would.
RoboCop's KO he's.
Did you see Mark Andre basically almost KO?
Bro, shattered his nose. That was crazy. Ooh. Yeah, Char is not that great, especially when you can't fucking see on the whole side of your face. That's not gonna help.
It's wild.
It is. It's wild. He does as good as he does with one eye.
Pick'em says we should do a shoey on this fight. You
guys have to do two. What's that's what in Cannonier being an underdog. I think he beats him anyways. I think Cannonier should be minus 180 against Michael Venom Page. I don't even know what the fuck we're doing here. I've watched Venom Page fight in Bellator. Dude, Paul Daly was taking down Venom Page and fucking holding them down when they fought. And then he won right at the end.
You wildin'.
I like it. You told me they say, bro, we was at the Bellator, remember? And freaking Johnny's wife, everybody, when Cannonier was about to fight Vittoria, and you guys were like, you were all dog.
That was when Vittoria was on his run, okay?
But Cannonier
don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit, Cody.
Cannonier is really that dude, though. I mean, he's a solid 185. That motherfucker was a heavyweight, and you got Michael Venom Page was 170. He's skinny. He's gonna get beat up a little bit.
I don't think he's gonna ragdoll him. Come on, man. He ain't a wrestler. He can wrestle, but he ain't a wrestler.
He's a man at 185 though. He's gonna be thick.
Next one, Jeff Neal.
Gary's taking him down and holding him down for 3 rounds, right? He should be able to.
That Ian Gary
is a striker.
Don't even bring. Look at Ian Gary's last 2 wins, and then talk to me about that, okay?
Prates, he put the pause on Prates.
Prates should have won that fight, but he didn't. He held back. I don't know why. I'm still going to say that in the 5th round, he should have won. One more punch. Yeah, 2 more punches, close. Especially, he would have won that fight.
Maybe 4 less.
It didn't even have to land. It didn't even have to land. We'll get right to it. Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Whose turn is it? Patty, you're up.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Patty to Batty.
God, this is these next 3 fights get really iffy, where I'm just like looking at both sides.
I love these 3 fights.
I love them too. I'm looking at the lines. I just can't make a decision on these last 3. I'm not giving up on Carlos Prates yet. I think he's, Jeff Neal has really
should have beat Ian Gary, but he didn't throw any punches for the last 30 seconds. Tell me why.
Yeah, but you got to admit he got dominated for 4 rounds.
He did.
3 rounds.
The man got beat
3 rounds.
We'll go with
the first 3 rounds.
4.5. Yeah.
No, he turned it up in round 4 and round 5, and he could have got him out of there, but he didn't. I don't know why. It's a mystery. A mystery?
Fuck.
I don't know why.
He's a fighting dork.
Well, head on. Sorry.
No, it's fine. If we see the vintage Carlos Prates that's been getting all the hype, I think he starts off very strong against Jeff Neal and just outstrikes him in round 1. Probably continues that momentum in round 2, and probably into round 3 as well. I just think he's a more dynamic striker as far as the creative weapons he uses. He's the younger guy by quite a bit, right? How old is Carlos Prates at this point? Do we have numbers in this?
30? It might be 30.
Yeah, 31, his camps. 31. He's got the momentum. His camps on a roll. I just think he has just a better, more dynamic, dangerous striker than Jeff Neal. And Jeff Neal can show up and be kind of flat at times, or he can show up and just be a killer. But I think Jeff Neal moving forward and kind of just being the warrior that he is, I think he's going to bring the fight back out of Carlos Prates and give him a lot of chances to counter and look good again. Whereas Ian Gary's the complete opposite. He's very elusive, almost like an MVP type of character where he's going to stick and move. And make Prates really think about, just data collects for 15 minutes before he does anything. So I'm going to take Carlos Prates, but I'm just going to watch this one as a fan. I don't have any cash on it because Jeff Neal is a monster, and he's not the worst underdog on the card. But give me Prates to win.
Right on. Cody?
Yeah, I mean, I was going back and forth on this one, but I'm going with Prates, man. I think that this is going to be a striking fight. I think the biggest factor in this fight are going to be the knees that Prates has, knees to the body. Because if you go watch Jeff Neal and Shavkat, like that's how Shavkat started hurting him. That's how he hurt him and got the finish in the third round, was just hitting him with a big knee to the body and then grabbing that choke up. But yeah, man, I just think that this is going to be an excellent fight. I think they're going to be going at it, but I just think that in the big cage with Prates' movement and use of elbow and knees, man, I think that's going to help him a lot. Where Neal comes, he comes with his straight punches, and he usually is kind of darting in, throwing like a three-piece combo. I think that's when Prates can hit him with big knees. He's got good power in his hands himself. It's going to be a tough fight. But yeah, give me Prates. Now, I think maybe like it's like the Shavkat fight because it's going to go back and forth. There's Jeff Neal. There's no just I'm going to go out there and finish him in the first round. So it's going to be a tough back and forth fight. They're both going to do damage. But I think that Prates showed that he's got really good cardio, good toughness, just like in the Gary fight. And he might be able to do something where he has to make some big moves and some big shots in that third round and try to get Neal out of there. But I'm going to take Prates. I think it's going to be a striking match. And in the end, he's younger, and I think he's going to have more weapons in that striking match. So give me Carlos Prates.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Pretty high on Prates here. Actually, I like Cody said, I think he has more tools in the striking department, especially with the knees, elbows. I don't think he's going to be able to knock out Neal. I would kind of be a little shocked if anybody gets a knockout here, to be honest. They could, but I'd be a little shocked. I think this will just be a fun back and forth fight, but I just think Prates is going to be doing a little bit more. He's going to be quicker, bigger cage will definitely help Prates for sure. And I think Prates is going to be like quicker as well. Like, I don't know. I know everyone's going to go back to the Ian Gary fight, and then there's everyone hates Ian Gary, blah, 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 blah. But I still think Prates should have won that fight, but he just didn't do enough, and he could have, but he didn't. To me, it's weird. He should have won that fight, and he could have been up higher where he shouldn't be fighting Jeff Neal. So I don't want to say this is a step down from Ian Gary or whatever, but I do think this is a fight he should win. So not to say that it's going to be a walk in the park, but you should win this fight. Give me Prates to win. I'll say by decision. And like I said, it would shock me if somebody gets a KO in this fight, but I don't think there's going to be. It's going to be a fun fight. Prates is just going to be a little bit better striker. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Prates MVP would have been a good one. Yeah, that would be a good one for sure. Prates has shown a chin. He will be able to take Neal's best shot that will discourage Neal as Prates lands harder shots. I like Neal. Prates by left straight with cigarette smoke and trail off. Practice is not the great. That mustache is terrible.
I'm with you. That mustache is terrible.
Oh, Prates' mustache?
I haven't seen it yet.
I seen
it's like a little Errol Flynn one or something.
Yeah. Let's see. Bet the overs. Yeah. What's the over? Is it 1.5? No,
it could get dicey in that 2.5 because these dudes are going to be
plus 120 for over 2.5. It's set at 2.5.
I want to see a third round like Shavkat and Jeff Neal. That fight was amazing, dude.
Which one?
Shavkat and Jeff Neal.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They went at it.
And that's why I don't think it's like a walk in the park for Prates, because Neal's tough as hell. Dude, like he's not going to go out with one punch knockout.
Bro, that was like 1-1 going into the third, and it looked like Shavkat was
pretty close. Yeah. It was the first time that Shavkat had any like resistance, if you want to say.
First fight that almost went to decision for him. That one.
Yeah. I heard Neal may not even show he's having coverage. I think it's Texas Roadhouse, but
he moved out.
Texas Roadhouse is that place where they make him wear that really
he has to clean up a lot of peanuts.
No, it says "I love my job" on the back of it. Imagine Jeff Neal wearing one of those shirts. It's his walkout shirt. I love.
Dirty says it's a step down for sure from Gary. Okay,
he should get some custom shorts with it on there. Texas Roadhouse tribute.
Should walk out with some rolls, man.
Throw him out in the crowd.
Who wins Shavkat versus Prates? That'd be an interesting fight. We haven't seen Shavkat in what, almost 2 years now? It feels like almost 2 years anyway.
It's been a long time, yeah. Shavkat with the grappling upside.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was got to say that there. Until I see someone whoop Shavkat's ass, I got to say Shavkat with the grappling upside. Yes.
All right, co-main event: Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Cody.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be a good fight. It's another one I don't really get the line on it. I mean, I thought we've already been through this a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I thought we already seen Pitbull come in and get beat by a pretty good, but not the best fucking UFC guy. Then we see who was the last one that came in. Patchy Mix comes in, fights a nice, top 10 guy, gets that ass whooped. And like, dude, the crazy thing is I've been watching Aaron Pico since he was even in wrestling before he started MMA. Then I watched his first MMA fight live. I wasn't there, but I watched it live and I'm like, holy shit, you just got fucked up by it. Dude, that sucked. It was like, because he was so hyped, dude. He's supposed to be like an Olympic champion. He comes in, gets hurt in the first like 30 seconds and ends up getting choked out, right?
It was like, it was a guillotine. It was like Bo Nichols level of hype, though. Like, was crazy hype.
And then he wins it over a couple lower level guys. Then he gets chinned again by Henry Corrales and Adam Borix, hit him with the flying knee in the second. Like, he just was making mistakes and stuff. And then he's got some other good wins. But like, the crazy thing is for him, all right, so Pitbull, like, what do you think it would have been if Pitbull would have fought Pico? Pico wasn't even up to that level yet at Bellator to fight a Pitbull. You know what I mean? He was still fighting like fucking lower level guys, but like,
go look at who Pico has fought at Bellator.
That's what I'm trying to say. He never like Pitbull and
he hasn't even fought
what's the other dude?
Fighters
AJ
in
McKee.
Bellator.
Yeah, that's what.
And Bellator has top 10,
and he's lost. And he's lost to a decent amount. Not only that, his shoulder went out against I can't remember the name, Bellator dude, but his shoulder goes out in that fight. He loses that. You're fighting against a UFC fighter, dude, who's been in here undefeated, freaking doing great. And and then not only that, but then you got Pico coming in. You're gonna have just like Pitbull and freaking Patchy. You're gonna have nerves. You're gonna have all that. And he's never fought anybody as good as Lerone Murphy. Now, like, should Pico have better wrestling? Yeah, Pico has really good power, but does he throw this power and leave himself open to be countered and fucking knocked out? Yeah. And he's never, I don't understand why he's the favorite. And like I said, we've already been through this with fucking Patchy and Pitbull. I don't know if Pitbull was the favorite. Was he the favorite over Yair when he came in?
No, I don't think he was, actually, but it was a closer line than it should have been.
Right. And it's like, because you've seen Pitbull lose to way lower level fighters in Bellator, even when he went over to like one when they like had their mix up thing. But yeah, man, I don't know. And I'm not even saying like Lerone's just going to beat his ass. It's just the line's crazy. So that all that was just to say the line's crazy. And then for the fight, man, like, I don't know, man. I still like Lerone Murphy. I mean, I still think that for the most part, even if Pico comes out, he could take him down a couple times, but Lerone Murphy's going to fight it and get up. And that'll just tire out Pico just a little bit, make his striking not as explosive because he's not throwing a double jab to the straight. None of that, dude. He throws heat, man. Like Pico's, so he could catch Lerone Murphy, maybe like out grappling, but I think Lerone Murphy can keep the stand. I think he's going to have better striking, like better cardio and just better precision and movement than Pico. So give me the proven UFC fighter that's beaten good UFC fighters over the Bellator dude again. I can't fall for it. Actually, I didn't even, I think I did have Patchy, but I know I had Yair. So
yeah, I had Patchy and I had Yair.
And then we'll see who because it's weird because like Lerone's like a couple fight, like even when he was gonna fight Mavsar, it's like why, like who is Pico beat to just come in and get a top 3 guy in the UFC, like where you're like, and then he to be
I'm not even gonna say the names. I just want people to go look at the names and tell me if you know any of these guys.
Because like I would probably take
how good they are,
dude. I would probably take Pitbull over Pico, and then I would take Lerone Murphy over Pitbull. So I just don't know why he's the favorite. It's gonna be a good fight, but give me Lerone Murphy, dog or pass odds.
Lerone. Patty.
Yeah, I'm halfway between where Cody's at and God, and betting Pico. I mean, Pico, I agree with everything. The level of competition's not there. Even we haven't talked about this, but like his willingness to even go for the takedown where he should be going is kind of hit or miss. I mean, he's boxing a lot of these guys. When he does go for the takedown, though, he's very, very, very good at wrestling. He commits the takedown. He's not going to give up on the single leg. He's going to be on it like a dog on a bone and usually get the takedown. And that's my problem with Lerone Murphy is I've bet Lerone Murphy in a lot of spots in his undefeated run here in the UFC, but every time I'm working for my money because he makes it so goddamn close a lot of the time. And anybody at any level in the UFC that has tried to take Lerone Murphy down usually is successful at least half of the time. Like I think Makwan Americani just dominated him in round 1. I was like, man, my bet's cooked, and then luckily Lerone Murphy goes and knees him.
The legend of
yeah, we've seen Borax do that to Pico. That's
exactly.
Gabriel Santos,
Gabriel Santos against Lerone Murphy. I mean, he should have won that fight. I got away with one there, split decision. I mean, even Dan Ike's taken down and controlling, Josh Emmett taken down and controlling Murphy. So it's like I know if these guys can do it, I know that path is there for Aaron Pico. It's just will he take it and will he do it 2 out of 3 rounds and avoid getting nuked by some crazy strike from Lerone Murphy? Too. It's just. God, it's a system play at this point, just for all the reasons you mentioned. All these Bellator guys coming over. I'm going to take Lerone Murphy just because he's an underdog here. He's got the UFC experience, but man, I don't even know if I've got the balls to play it at this price tag because I'm going to hate myself if I put down a couple units on it and I see Pico go instantly shoot for the double leg, get it against the cage, grind him out for a round, and then I'm fucked. So. But I'll take Murphy as a dog here. I think Aaron Pico is going to try to be exciting in box, and I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah. Like earlier in the week when I was doing everything, I was like kind of going back and forth a little bit because like initially I was like, oh, Pico. Yeah, for sure. Wrestling. Easy. Should win this fight. Then I'm diving in more. And I'm like looking at the records, looking at the resumes. And I'm like, and that's when I looked and I was like, Pico's not beating anybody. Like Murphy's fought way better competition. Undefeated. Yeah, some of those fights very close. Maybe he should have lost. But he's still winning. And like, yeah, he gets taken down, but he does get back up. And he's going to be the better striker here, more technical. Power, it could go maybe Pico's side, but like Pico's not going to be throwing 3, 4, 5 combos here. He's going to be throwing maybe 1 or 2. That's about it. But Lerone's going to have the advantage on the feet. I think his takedown defense is going to be pretty good. He might get taken down once, but I don't know if Pico's going to be able to, like Patty said, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it for 2 rounds to win those minutes. Like, I like the over. I think the over definitely hits, but I
think he can do it. It's just if he decides to do it and do it early. I think no doubt he could smother him all 3 rounds if he just chose to be a boring wrestler and just stick to your guns. Just have a Merab Dvalishvili game plan and make that be your debut. No shame in that.
Will
he can wrestle?
I know.
I'm not saying he can't, but will he? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he can do it for 2 rounds or will do it for 2 rounds. I'm sorry, I should say.
But
I like as Murphy as an underdog. This is another fight where I do think it should be close to a pick'em, and I think the line's wide with a UFC veteran that we've seen against way tougher competition and he has fought wrestlers or grapplers who can wrestle him, and I trust Murphy enough at this price tag. I think it's a good bet.
Think about this, like Pico has 17 fights. Murphy has 17. He's 16-0 with a draw. Pico is 13-4, right? So Lerone Murphy's been in the UFC forever, fought high-level competition, and to this point has never made a mistake where he just got KO'd or subbed out. Pico's made 4 with 3, really. His shoulder went out in 1, but 3 big mistakes throughout his career in the same amount of fights, fighting lower-level people than Lerone. Like, I have way more faith in Lerone not making that mistake. And just being able to find the win like he's done 16 other times, especially over a pretty good UFC caliber people, So
yep, no, I agree. Like I said,
Dan Ige probably catches Pico with a big shot at some point because Pico.
I don't know about that because Dan Ige is dead to me after that last.
Yeah, fight. But Pico's chin is not that great. I've seen him get KO'd bad a couple times.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Danny Ige against Pitbull, that was a weird fight for Danny Ige, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to back him anymore on that one.
Yeah.
He did nothing in round 1. was doing very good in round 2 until he got dropped, which is weird because Danny getting there gets dropped, right? Weird. And he loses. It's like, come on, bro.
Pitbull is good though.
No, I don't want to take anything away from him, but like that's just not the Danny Ige that I remember.
Usually he's going for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But first round was so funny. Like Ige did nothing. And he basically lost the round like by like 2 strikes because they both did nothing. But Pitbull landed like 1 or 2 strikes a little bit better. And like that's what won him the round. I'm like, that you gave that round away. Literally gave it away. It was stupid. But it is what it is. Oh man. Pico fights Cans at Bellator? Yes, I agree. If Battle loses, I'm done. We need to butcher win. I'm betting Neal KO. Okay.
Yeah, that's gotta
Pico
pay good.
Is smaller but higher IQ than Michael Chandler. Yeah. They kind of are very similar to me. And
they are very, very, very similar.
That's another thing that kind of worries me too, because I feel like he's gonna try to like he wants to get that KO, flash KO, like not like Michael Chandler did, but even though Michael Chandler did do that, but like, and that it's gonna mess him up, and he's not gonna have a good game plan. And when we've seen it time and time again with all these Bellator guys, so
Lerone Murphy by flying knee, dude, put him out just like Borix did.
Yeah, I'm on the Roscoe Pico train, but this Duke Murphy is a hazard.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, it's funny. Over 1.5 parlay PC. I like the overs in this fight. I think
I like that too.
Fight goes is minus 190.
Yep.
Oh damn. So yeah.
The over 1.5 is nuked. I think it's something massive.
Daz likes Pico by KO.
He does have good boxing and he's got good power, but I feel like he throws that power and everything and he leaves himself open for the counters because he's throwing so hard. But
yeah,
I would be fucking shocked if Pico like came in, won this fight, and then went for a title. Like I would be fucking shocked. Like I haven't seen him beat nobody good yet. Not one.
That's
person.
Another thing too. Like Murphy.
This
is like Murphy is on it. Like he wants to fight for the title. I know he's 34, but like this is his run that he needs to do. Like he's gonna go for it. This isn't like Murphy at like 38 where he's like, I don't have a title shot. Like kind of like Dan Ige. Like I'm here to fight. I want to win and get that 50K, but I ain't gonna win a title. Like Murphy's going for the title, so he's gonna be ready to go. And I don't mind Pico at that price, minus 130. You did good. I mean, I think it should be closer to a pick'em. So like right now, where the odds are now, I think it's dog or pass. Like it's way over. Like it's gone because it's a 50-50 fight. I really do think it is.
Yeah, he's got hurt a couple times, but I mean but like he gets cracked where Pico's getting finished when he gets hurt. He's getting finished and put out like the first fight. Then he lost them 2 in a row. So the Henry Corrales one was terrible, just getting knocked out by Henry Corrales. I don't even know if he's a 45 or no, but yeah, it's just.
And then since Pico's avenged that loss and TKO'd him, so man, I don't know. Shady and Daz are both on Pico. Both of my guys, Shady and Daz, are making me think.
Yeah. It makes you worried. Shady, both them dudes are sharp too. Shady and Daz.
Daz, did you get the line at minus 132? I don't hate that. I really don't. I think that's a good line to get Pico at. If like closer to a pick'em, cool. But like right now, are you that confident on Pico at plus or minus 180, 185?
I'm not confident on either of these guys. It should be just even money.
Basically. It should be. It really should be. It should
a lot of fights on this card should be, but like. The bookies, man, I'm surprised everybody ain't just minus 700 on either side.
Fair enough. I'm surprised. What's the highest? Well, we haven't seen the.
Oh yeah,
we haven't seen the tough guys.
That dude from Hooper. Dana White, the Russian from Dana White's going to be minus.
Hooper is minus 325. That is the highest, which is crazy. Right now,
wait till the Russian from Dana White.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to be betting those fights because why would you bet those fights unless you're a degenerate? Like me,
Johnny. Yeah, I'll have something up.
I'll have something. Don't worry about it. All right, main event: Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Who wins this fight, guys? You want me to go first?
Yeah, let's hear what you got. Yanni.
I'm probably gonna spoil the fun for everybody, and I've been going back and forth. I don't even want to break it down because I think everybody already knows. It's either going to be Chimaev early or Dricus late, right? If Dricus survives rounds 1 or 2, then he's going to win the fight.
Story's been written.
I feel like everybody is on Dricus. And trust me, my heart says Dricus. But guess what? You got to go with your gut. My gut says Chimaev wins. He's going to be too big of a beast, and I think he's going to win in round 2. Submission. I think he gets it done. Call me crazy. That's it. I'm not even bringing on the fight. Everybody knows this fight. That's it. The gut says so. I'm sticking with the gut. The heart doesn't say that, though. I'll tell you that, because I really do want Dricus to win, but I don't think he's going to.
Okay.
Cody, who do you like?
Yeah, I think Johnny needs some probiotics for that gut. I think he got a bad mix of bacteria in there.
We have to take a shit soon. Who knows?
Yeah, because
hey,
man,
it's been there before.
I'm always going with fucking Proven, and I'm gas tank. You know what I mean? Proven and gas tank. And Chimaev, bro, full camp gases out against Usman at 185. Like, that's crazy. Because like, even though Usman was able to start stopping the grappling more in the second round and all that, his striking ain't good enough to just fully take over in that fight and put some hurt on Chimaev. I think that DDP, which, like you said, dude, it's 50-50. It could easily go down just like the Robert Whittaker bullshit and all that. But I just see DDP surviving. That motherfucker's tough, bro. And he's a big dude too. I seen where Chimaev does look a little bigger than him, but like Dricus is going to be denser, thicker legs and all that shit. But yeah, man, I think Dricus can survive. And I think just with his awkwardness, he's tough as shit. You know what I mean? He can take a beating with punches or on the ground. So I just think he survives, man. I think he survives the chokes.
Yeah, long 10 minutes.
A very long 10 minutes. It's gonna be like 20, but it's gonna be 10. But you know,
that's feel like 20.
But you know, that's what that dude's been practicing, training the whole.
I get it.
But it's still nothing towards the real thing, because like I was shocked what happened to Whittaker, but like Whittaker was doing pretty good before that and was even in kind of a good position up against the cage. He kind of got basically what happened to Conor McGregor, dude, where he just fucking gooned him out with the fucking front. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going with DDP. I just think that he survives it. I like a gas tank. I like his toughness. I like his provenness. You know what I mean? Even when the times get tough, like against Izzy, he looks like he's gassed. He just gets back up, lands a big punch, takes him down, chokes him out. Like, I'm going with that. I'm going with that. Plus, I want to see him win. He fights more. He fights anybody. Fucking Hamzat, a dude's sick half the time. And he was a weight bully. And I just think that he does gas out. And this time in a 5-round fight, because he's going to come out and do what he does. Like, that's a given. He's going to come out like he did against Whittaker, Usman, everybody. And anybody that has a Dricus bet is going to be clenching that butt up, because like he's going to be in some bad positions. But I feel like, dude, he's never tapping out to no face crank. And as long as his chin don't break, he's going to take all them power moves. And then the second round comes, maybe he gets taken down, but that fucker scrambles and now he's getting up. And when they get up, and if you got a bet on fucking Chimaev and you see him shoot a lazy takedown and Dricus gets back up, you're going to be like, fuck. It's over, because you're not getting a second win against Dricus. So
that's
it's like,
why I don't have a bet on Hamzat.
Yes, but it's so crazy because like I can honestly see the same thing. Hamzat comes out and just chokes his ass out, you know. But fuck, dude, I'm going Dricus. I like Dricus more. I like he's fighting. I feel he's like funny as shit too. So.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm the same way, but I feel like my heart is taking over this pick because I really want him to win. But I'm like, and I'm like. Wait a minute.
It's one of them where it's a Charles bet, one of them Charles versus Islam type things. But the first time I thought Charles had a chance to beat Islam. But on this, dude, it's just like, but I hate taking a gasser, because when you take the fucking gasser and then they shoot that like Austin Bashir, I'm not saying he's a gasser, but when you take them dudes and then they shoot that last lazy takedown, you're like, fuck, your fight. So they ain't knocked out or submitted, but you're like, yeah, they're not getting another one of them, and they're about to take a beating for however long this fight is. So
100%. Yeah. Patty, who do you like in this one? Let's break it.
I'm very interested to hear what we got here, Patty.
Yeah. Well, just like everybody, I've gone back and forth and back again in this fight. Whenever I see a championship fight and the champion is a sizable underdog, that always makes me want to,
100%.
Angle, because that's just unnatural. It shouldn't happen, and it doesn't happen very often.
He's plus 205 right now. It's crazy. It's only going to get wider, I bet you too.
Yeah, for the defending champion, who's now defending for a third time in a row. So
at least,
I just think Dricus leaves. I love Dricus. I just think he leaves too many openings, and I think Chimaev is going to capitalize on that early. Now, going back and rewatching some of Chimaev's fights, like the early ones against like Li Jingliang, against Gilbert Burns, against Kevin Holland, if he comes out in round 1 like that and doesn't get the finish, then I think what Cody says is totally valid.
I bet.
He's going to gas himself out by round 2. But he came out against Robert Whittaker and actually was a little bit more slow and methodical, which I think would do well in this fight. If he's able to do that in round 1, secure the early takedown, work his way slowly into position. Whether or not he gets the finish in round 1, he's going to be good for round 2. He could do it again. So I'm taking Khamzat Chimaev round 1, round 2. I think that's when he gets it done. And even beyond that, it just depends on how much resistance Dricus is going to be able to give in the wrestling. If he's hard to take down in round 1, I think then he's going to make Khamzat gas himself out. But if it's a real easy, if he folds, he just folds like a lawn chair in round 1, gives up the easy takedown, then I think it's going to be a long night, and Chimaev is going to end up the champion. So give me Chimaev for a round 1, round 2 finish. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy my birthday, watch this beautiful main event, put no money on it. But, man, if you do like Dricus later in the fight, his round 3, 4, and 5 props are all very, very juicy.
Yep, I agree. I think that's how he wins. He just has to survive the first 2, and then he has a legit shot.
What it really comes down to is the jiu-jitsu. Like, because we know Chimaev's getting the takedowns, like in the first couple rounds, but like, how is Dricus's jiu-jitsu? And who have we seen him jiu-jitsu with? He looked good against Whittaker.
Not too many people.
Dude. And another thing was like when Whittaker took him down, he had him down for a second, but Dricus got back up, dude. When Dricus reversed him and got on top, he's throwing big ass elbows and shit. Like at any second, Chimaev goes, and you see him fucking take that breath, like, oh shit, and gets reversed, and dude, it's gonna be tough. But what's the line on the first or second round submission? Because he's not TKOing him, he's gonna submit him. What do you think? What is that line?
Look, I would just go round 1, round 2, and that's that's right around plus 300 to.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad because that's the way. That's definitely the way for him. And then what do you go? What's Dricus say? You can go 3, 4, 5 to be real safe, but 4 or 5 seems.
So look on Bovada right now, and you can get better.
4 or 5 decision for Dricus. I think that's a good bet on FanDuel because I don't think Dricus is going to be able to knock him out in the first 3 rounds.
No, yeah, it'd be what'd you say, Patty?
I said Chimaev round 1 is plus 300, round 2 plus 450. That's just any method. And Dricus round 3, 4, 5 is 1,800, 2,500.
Oh, wowzers. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
I would think they would have that as the
4 or 5 decision for Dricus.
Wow.
4 or 5 decision.
No, it's on FanDuel.
Yeah, I don't have that one pulled up.
Okay. I can look it up later. That's fine. I think that's a good solid bet. I'm sure it'll be about might even be plus 400 or close to it.
Dude, 2.5 hour show, and this is fucking great show. I had a great
15 fights. It's crazy.
I'm glad there's 15 of them. That's awesome.
You got some story time.
But before we go, guess what, boys and girls? We have to make our 3-legger parlays.
Baby Blood already did it.
We gotta do we have to do ours, not hers.
Yep.
All right, let's do 3 legs. What do we like, boys and girls?
I think we're all on Cannonier.
Let's do a safe one.
Yeah, Jessica Andrade by knockout.
Were we all on Hooper? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I think that's a good one.
Are you? Yeah.
For sure.
I kind of like this, the Rodrigo Sezinando dude, but we don't have a line for that, so we'll just skip that.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be at all.
Did we all pick Kai Asakura? No, you picked Elliott. I'm not even sure on that anyways.
I wouldn't.
Prates,
I would not
we all went Prates, right?
I'm on Prates.
Mm-hmm. And then we all went Ron Murphy. Or no, wait, who picked Pico?
I didn't.
No, nobody did. I just don't. I wouldn't put that in a parlay. I'm not that confident.
Let's do that like a beer money.
I don't think there's nobody else though on this one we all agreed on that we really like.
Meerschaert. We all like Meerschaert.
Oh, no, I don't think. Yeah, he had Oleksiejczuk. Yeah, I liked Andrade. Johnny was on Poopy.
I gotta go with Loopy. It's my girl. She's gonna kill me.
It's Poopy now. It ain't Loopy. It's Poopy.
We like a lot of overs though, right?
We like I think we like the Brian Battle, Ruziboev over
1.5.
Either one
or 2.5.
2.5 is the even money one.
Yeah, we didn't agree on a lot on this one, really, but it's expected.
There's
a lot of good fights.
Cody, man. You kept fucking it up.
You did. Yeah, you like, I'm going underdogs every one.
I told you, bro. I'm heavy on the dogs this week.
We would have agreed on a lot, Cody, but you weren't here.
Had you not fucking showed up.
What if we do? How about this? We're all on Lerone Murphy, right?
Yeah.
What if we do his plus 3.5 spread?
We all weren't like confident. We're kind of more picking him because, like,
do you think he could win one round and not get finished?
Yes,
for sure.
If we do Chase Hooper, money line, Lerone Murphy plus 3.5, plus 110.
That's 2. I thought you said you do 3-leggers or just making that shit.
Or do you want to do 3 legs? I'm cool with that.
No, I like the 2 plus money's plus. That's good, but we could go 3.
Are we all cool with that?
I'm cool with that. That's the best of both worlds. I always forget about those spread bets, to be honest.
I love them. I love them if they're good.
I think Murphy's. I think he could drag it to a split decision either way. Bro,
Cannonier's about to put them paws on my. He's gonna give him grown man strength, heavyweight to former welterweight.
I'm pretty high on Page. I'm sorry.
You know, Michael Venom Page, the motherfucker's got 2 wins in the UFC, and he's got he scored without getting 30 point win bonus. He scored like 44 points, and he scored like 48 or 52 points. Like, that fucker don't put so he gets like 15 points a fight. I don't think Cannonier is going to let him sit there and point him on the outside.
We'll see.
Cannonier bets in.
All right, let's each pick a leg for this one. It can be, make sure it's plus money. Whatever you, yeah, whatever your leg has to be plus money. It could be a money line, it could be a prop, it could be an over. I
want Jessica Andrade for mine.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
That's my side. I like it.
That was quick. I thought you could do better than that, but
you want me to do better?
Personally,
got a lot of money on Lupe, so I'll kind of.
I'm gonna go Ruziboev for mine. I think he gets it done. At plus 142, I'll take it. I would do Murphy, but we already had 3.5. So
all right, I'll do you better. I'll do better than and then Andrade. Give me Cannonier.
I'd rather you do Andrade.
Jesus.
Because I think it's a better chance of her winning.
Meerschaert. No, I really do think these people win. I think they're the.
Who do you? I'm just joking. Who do you like the best? The best.
This is my honest opinion.
Okay.
Cannonier should be minus 180. Andrade should be minus 180. Like, these people beat way better people than the people they're fighting.
Okay.
So either one of them.
Pick one.
Which one has better odds? Cannonier, probably.
The one I don't want you to
like
pick.
plus 160. I'll go Andrade. Andrade's going to beat up Loopy. I hate to say that, but she's going to beat up
Patty.
Loopy.
You can be the decider. Who do you like better for Cody's pick?
What's he saying? He's saying Andrade or
Jared
Cannonier.
I like Cannonier a lot more than Andrade, to be honest.
All right, give me Cannonier. Because you said underdog, and I love these underdogs. I really do.
I really do. I don't even know. That's such a powerful one, dude.
I'm all over Page, though. Come on.
You think he's going to jab up Jared Cannonier for 3 rounds? You are crazy.
Cannonier, he's going to land some other stuff too, but he's got that jab.
Jab Cannonier at 185 for 3 rounds. That is not. You are not jabbing that man up. The gorilla.
No. It's the gorilla versus
fucking
MVP.
I don't have odds
Snake.
on it. I'll take Hooper 2-3. Whatever the odds are on that combined one.
Oh, 2-3.
Is that plus money?
I know that's plus money, yeah.
Like sub or just 2-3?
Just 2-3.
I don't know where you can get that.
I can't do it. DraftKings will let you do it.
Round 2 or 3? Or just where do you find that?
2 or 3 finish, you're saying?
Yeah. What's inside the distance for him, just in general?
Oh, okay. That mean they'll have that.
For Chase?
That's probably going to be like minus 150.
Yeah, I was going to say that might be.
It is. Where the fuck is it? It doesn't have it on DraftKings because they're stupid.
Well, goddamn, you really put me against the wall here.
Hold up.
Johnny goes, you guys make your picks. I'll let you get it. He's like, I don't like that one. Next.
I like it. No,
not that one either. This is your pick, but you're next.
I'm trying not to be a jerk here and pick Gerald by Gerald inside the distance.
Hooper is plus 115 inside the distance.
Oh wow, that's pretty crazy. He should get it done.
You like that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Cody, what would you like? You don't let me say anything else.
Jerry Cannonier, dude. He's gonna beat the shit out of MVP. I hope you don't got no bets in, but I'm just telling you that's just
I already do, but it is what it is.
MVP wanted. He even said, like I said, watch the interview. He's like, I wanted to go back down to 170, but they're all young down there, and nobody wants to fight me. He's like, 185. They don't.
It's actually not a bad bet.
Because Michael Venom Page is like 38 years old too, right?
Yeah, but
what?
He's old.
Yeah, everybody's like saying Cannonier's
41. He's at that 4-0.
That man is
mark.
a 34-year-old though in DNA.
There's two levels of oldness. Once you hit 36 to 40, and once you hit 40, it's over.
Yeah, bro. The dude 38. Venom Page is 38, and he's not a DNA specimen like freaking Cannonier. Cannonier is literally going to be 60, dude, and looking like Patty. Michael Venom Page is going to be 60 and just be some tall, skinny dude, man.
Wait, Cody, who's the blacker guy? Venom Page or Cannonier? Who's blacker?
Cannonier, 100%.
You ever played with Cannonier on the UFC game? Oh, pick Jerry Cannonier on the UFC game.
Right, so I can play.
It's like they did it as a joke or something. Like they were like just took the whatever the marker was and put it all the way at the end, whatever the thing is. I swear to God, dude, it's fucking crazy. But dude, Cannonier, baby, that's my dude.
Ooh,
and he's been doing it.
I like that.
I don't mind that plus 1254.
That's a good insurance against
good
our
even number, round number.
Throw a little 10 spot on that bad boy. 20.
Daz is funny in the chat. He says,
What's
"Yeah,
Daz
but
saying?
Cannonier's 86, MVP's 33."
Dude, would you take who would you take right now if they lined it up? Gregory Rodriguez versus Venom Page.
Man, you know I love my boy RoboCop.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know.
Probably beat the shit out of Venom Page, bro. I think he could out grapple him, and I think he could just crack him with strikes too. And then, but Cannonier, dude, you got to figure though,
bro,
legit fought at heavyweight.
Rodriguez is super hittable though.
Yeah, no, he would just sell out for the highlight reel finish, and he might get.
I mean, he might kill MVP like he did Jack Hermanson, but I was there live, but we were like, he's still on the ground, not moving. He might be
yeah,
dead.
you seen that one live? Yeah, damn.
Dude, it was wild. He dropped like a sack of potatoes, and he did not.
And then
move.
he hit him with that other freaking big ass punch too. Afterwards,
Yeah.
he biz-binged it. He endoed
It was
him.
wild.
I cashed a nice bet on that. I was happy about that one.
Me too.
I was
I
happy
cashed
too.
the big one too, because he was kind of getting pieced up a little bit by Jack.
I know,
right
I was
before
getting
that. Like
scared
he's
a little
bleeding
bit.
and shit. Yeah, so I'm like, put them hands on him. I was upset about that.
Yeah. All right. We did it.
So, boys, but dude, everybody that came out, Shady stayed here the whole night. Daz, freaking
Shady.
Scotty Law,
Daz,
Derek
Scotty
Izzy.
Law. There's Haymaker, Jordan,
Haymaker.
I
Sandberg.
didn't see Jordan Sandberg in here. What's up, Jordan? It's been a while.
Yeah, there he is.
Stanar.
There he
Jordan.
is.
Yeah.
Jordan, if I missed you before,
Dr.
I'm sorry.
Pinar.
Yep, Dr. Pinar. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm in that top 10.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I didn't mean to drop the B word on you, though.
Hopefully, I
did not
gave you
mean
some
to bring
hot
that
takes
out,
with
but-
Tim Elliott. And I did trim up the beard a little bit. That's
Yeah.
about it. That's all I got just
He
to
was
make me a
mine.
little bit better. Maybe that'll do it.
It's the whole thing. You got to take the personality. into
Elijah
it.
Juan is always in here. Ulysses, what's up?
Dirty Reg.
Damar, always. Dirty Reg.
Sabo,
Everyone.
my boy.
Everybody. Saba earlier. Effie earlier.
MMA anomaly.
Anomaly. Yeah.
Listen, guys. We love it.
Pick 'em.
This is Pick'em. Everybody. This is the
Shady
Three Horsemen.
again.
This is
Shady.
this is what it should be every week.
Shady gave me
We should
that
make this a
Terminator
weekly thing on Wednesday nights, guys. How about that?
Is that like something people do? Hey,
I
after,
gotta-
Throw it out there.
I gotta rearrange my sock drawer. I don't know if I can make it.
after the middle of September, I'm hoping to start doing stuff where I really get into the tape study again. Because I don't even want to post no pics or no nothing until I actually do put the work in. You know what I mean? I watch stuff. I do stuff like that, but
if you don't, I'm going to get you guys coming in on the big pay-per-view at the very least. Well, there's not going to be more pay-per-views, but the big cards anyway.
Right. I know. What are they going to do about that? Are they going to call it something like still do pay-per-view this and put together one big show? I wonder if they're still going to do a show every week, you think, for Paramount?
Yeah.
You're going to have to.
For $7.7 billion, I think so.
Bro, these fighters
or whatever
are
it is
start getting paid, and it's going to go all bad. It's just going to be like these the college kids that are getting their freaking so much money in college, they don't even want to go play on the teams. Then you see these fighters, bro. Why would you want to fight if you're like 300 million? I get it, like Ilya already has money like that, but you seen what happened with like Connor, ruined his whole career, making him a couple $100 million, dude. He's like,
well, he was making millions of dollars when everyone wasn't making anything.
Yeah, but he made like $100 million off that Floyd fight, and after that,
oh yeah, that fight. But like in the UFC though, he's the only one that was making millions, and everyone else is like barely scraping by with like 20 or less.
They're going to be getting paid now. It's going to be nice. It's going to be funny. I think the show's
Jeff Neal's taking orders for like $1 Long Island over at Texas Roadhouse.
Right now, he's like, I gotta finish this last shift, and then I'm going to go punch somebody in the fucking face.
But all right, guys, we'll get going here.
Yes.
A little bit longer. So take care, guys. Good luck with your picks. Good luck with your bets. And then we will see you next time with the Three Horsemen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See everybody. Right, I appreciate it.